Hello there, hello there, hello there. I will be right over. Hello, hello, hello. Can you believe it? I'm real? Hold on. My mouth doesn't move when I don't have when I don't have my mic on in a VR chat. Can you believe it, guys? Me? Real? Real? I can move around the room? I'm not just stationary? That's crazy. I did mean to start... Hold on, let me find a comfortable location first. Before I start yapping some nonsense. I originally wanted to start the stream at like 7:30. Guess who forgot to charge their VR controllers? The world may never know. So I do have things running now. I need you guys to help me here. I need y'all to yell at me if there is like audio issues or something. Like, hold on, let me make this. This doesn't need to be quite so blurry. Look at that. My hand is blurry the closer I get. I can't do that with my normal... Well, I probably could. I could figure out a way maybe. But that doesn't normally happen with just my average VTuber model. The power of VR. So I'm going to need you guys to yell at me if there's stuff that's up with the audio. Because I'm back to streaming on Windows. I cannot get my VR running on Linux because it's a Windows mixed reality headset. I've tried Monado. There's another... The other thing I tried was just... I hit the door. The other thing I tried was literally just a GUI that let me try Monado a different way instead of command line. But both of those, they don't work well enough. The controllers barely function. I could go back to Windows 10, but that's just also Windows. So I'm using Oasis VR right now to get my headset running. It's like, it works. It works well enough. I've tested around with it the past few days. I couldn't get it run. I did want to get it running Friday when I was on VeniTuber's channel. Couldn't quite get it. I got it running to the point where I wouldn't crash, but not to the point where I could actually stream with OBS. So that's why today's stream is in VR chat and not the normal Donkey Kong. It's because I got to make sure this whole setup is functional and does not crash, because all of my streaming stuff is on Linux right now, and my VR is only on Windows. So I had to transfer all of my streaming stuff that I could figure out over to Windows. And, well, it seems to be functioning. Let me check my display 3. It does appear that we are live and functional, so that's pretty sick. I see the stream coming through. Everything looks like it's fine in OBS, and I will assume that means it's working. Oh my goodness, the shock, the amazement in the chat. For the life of me, I can't remember all of my expressions on my VR chat version of my model. I can't even access all the expressions anymore. What's fun about Windows Mixed Reality is that nobody supports it. So, like, my controllers, it used to have some, maybe there was like a special case for it in Steam VR, where if I made a fist by holding the trigger and the grip, then let go, it would do an open palm. However, that doesn't work anymore. So with my controllers, I just can't do open palm anymore, and that's how I did my smiley expression that I do all the time, that I have trigger whenever I laugh on my VTuber model. I don't have my like base expression. I'm missing something. I'm missing something there. Well, I hope I can get it working one day. I'm hoping to one day get the Steam frame, and then I can just move all of this to Linux and not have to worry about this anymore. But two things about Oasis VR. One, it's been a little bit unstable. Like even right before stream, I was setting things up, and then I click on Oasis VR to start it up, just to get my VR started. I've got everything else ready. I've got OBS. I've got my Twitch dashboard, whatever it's called, so that I can see that the stream is running. I click to open Steam VR. Nothing. It just goes into a boot loop. It every single time it boots, it, one, doesn't recognize the headset. Two, it immediately has a critical fault error, the segmentation fault or something, and it just quits. It says Steam has encountered a critical error and needs to restart. And it just does that infinitely, ad infinitum. So I had to restart my computer like 10 minutes before I went live, and then restart everything. Restart my voice meter, my OBS, my VR. And then after the restart, I start VR, Steam VR, it's working, but it's running my headset at 60 hertz. And here's the thing. I have an AMD GPU. The AMD GPUs do not support 60 hertz mode on Oasis. So I don't know how this is even running on like all other AMD GPUs that I have heard where they accidentally have 60 hertz mode enabled. It just instantly crashes. But for some reason, my AMD GPU is just built different. And so it just chugs along anyway. But it doesn't work correctly because there's whatever with the AMD driver where Oasis can't use the 60 hertz mode correctly. And so this is actually what I was dealing with on Friday when I was on Venny's stream. There was a strobing effect for any sort of vaguely bright light. Like every and here's what's even worse. My home world is like a pure white void with like a tiny little area and a mirror that's got like PS1 textures. I use that as my home world because it's like extremely minimal. It's got a quick mirror if I need to test things, but it also is like less than a megabyte of data, so I don't have to spend forever loading in if it ever updates or if it's ever not cached in my VR chat downloads for whatever reason. And so that blinding bright white is just strobing on and off at like whatever, I don't know if it's 60 hertz or like 30 hertz or whatever is going wrong with the headset, or some division of 60 and 90 that has the headset freaking out because Oasis does not support 60 hertz mode on AMD GPUs, but it started with 60 hertz mode anyway. And it started with that today, 5 minutes before I went live. It's starting at 60 hertz mode. So I got to go back to Oasis and I got to I got to re-unlock the headset. I have to go through like the setup process. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long, but I gotta go to Oasis. I gotta select the option to re-unlock my headset and controllers, at which case it does the process for re-unlocking. And then I can restart Steam VR, and it worked fine. It's insane, bro. The amount of stuff I have to do to get this headset working. I spent a good amount of money on this headset, and it wasn't even that many years ago. This headset came out, like 2020, and I got it like late 2021. So it was still relatively new when I got it. And then it's just discontinued now when Microsoft last year, or like almost 2 years ago now, was like, yeah, we don't feel like supporting Windows Mixed Reality anymore, so good luck. That's why I was staying on an old version of Windows 11 for like ages, until I couldn't anymore because they stopped offering security updates for the last version of Windows 11 that supported Windows Mixed Reality. You know, it happens. Anyway, I forgot to get to the second thing. I wanted to do a little peace sign so that I could say two things. However, that's my left analog stick, so I moved. Apologies for clipping into the camera. Two things One one was Oasis Mixed Reality is unstable, which is why I'm testing it on this stream and didn't do that Friday when there was a bunch of other people there. Also, it's a little dark in this room. I can turn up the exposure a bit. Oh, apologies for the flashing lights. My controllers are a little shaky because even before I had the Oasis driver, which has a little bit of shakiness on the controllers, the tracking was already not the greatest on the HP Reverb G2. Like, it works fine. It works fine. It's acceptable. I can play Beat Saber with it and not have too many problems, but it's not the greatest. It's really shaky whenever you're trying to do anything precise, and it can lose tracking really easily. I can't rest my hands down at my sides for too long or it loses tracking. Like, that is the biggest annoyance I have with the tracking personally. So Oasis VR has been a little unstable for me, so I'm testing to make sure, one, I don't get a driver crash in the middle of stream, and if I do, what the heck happens when I get a driver crash in the middle of stream, and two, there's some visual glitchiness, like on my menus. Thankfully, you guys can't see this right now, but on my menus, whenever I'm hovering over stuff, it's like some of the vertices are like jumping out at me. Like, imagine that PS1 wobbliness. Like, you know how you see those up-res PS1 games and you can really see how wobbly the polygons are? Imagine that, but like amplified tenfold. Like, I will hover over a menu option and just for like a split second, a bunch of stuff will just... And there's also some weird visual glitchiness I find occasionally. So I have checked, and some of that does come through the actual desktop like viewport, which is what you guys see on stream. That's how you view me. You're not seeing literally like out of my eyes. It's not taking one of the VR images that my headset is rendering and sending that to stream. No, I've got like a separate VR chat camera. And that VR chat camera unfortunately does get some of the glitchiness that I get with this weird setup that I have to use to get my Windows Mixed Realities headset to work. So I guess just be aware there might be some visual glitchiness or flashing in the background. I'm going to try to avoid it, and if I notice it happening, I'm going to like try to move to a different area so it doesn't happen. But I guess there's my warning. There's my headset. Goodness, I've been yapping for who knows how long. Can I even see? I'd have to go to my... I have to open up my thing to view my third monitor. I've been yapping for like 20 minutes, bro. Or like 15 minutes. Who's ready to fish? I'm ready to fish. Give me 1 second. I gotta get changed for fishing because this is not really a fishing outfit. Also, every time I look down, my eyes are blocked by this giant like collar on the dance outfit. Like, it's great. I love it. It looks awesome. But bro, I keep clipping into it and it blocks my entire view. So I'm gonna get changed into some proper fishing attire. No peeking, you freaks. Let's see, where the heck is my... You know what, you could probably hear all the the VR chat menu button sounds as I'm flipping through here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. I am so ready to go fishing. We got the bucket hat. The bucket hat is essential. Like, you can't go fishing without a bucket hat. Well, you can go fishing without a bucket hat, but bucket hat is like the fishing vibe. That's the fisherman vibe. Gotta have that. Very important. Also, I hit the door again. Also, I've got this nice shirt that doesn't have a giant collar that blocks my entire view, and I got some shorts because look, I love that dance outfit. It's iconic and it looks so cool, but it gets hot in that thing, and we're gonna be outdoors in some heat, some hot weather doing this fishing, so I just couldn't do that. So different fit. Hope you like the fit. I literally put this together yesterday. I will yap about that when we get to fishing. Let's get to fishing before I start yapping again. Here we go. I gotta open up my menu. Wait, I'm curious. If I open up my menu here, you cannot see my menu. That's fine. I thought that would be funny. It would, actually, wait, there is an option. I don't want this to be the option that I have enabled most of the time, but I think it would be really funny. Where are those camera options? Bro, it's been so long since I have touched the VR chat camera. I used to do so much VR photography, and I'd still love to go back and do some, but because of everything that's happened with the... Hey, yo, you can see my camera when I turn on UI. Oh, you can see my controllers and everything? That's crazy. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You can see so much. I can't actually... I would have to get closer to the camera to have the menu any bigger. It's got to be in... There we go. I got in my recently visited. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go fishing. I think having the UI on in the camera is more of a hassle than it's worth. I'm going to turn that off when we get to the fishing area. Fishing. Let me get rid of the UI in here. It's fishing time, boys. Let's go fishing. Let me do the let's go fishing. Now the screen is just black. Ooh. Oh, that's so funny. You can see the HUD before I've even loaded in. Oh. Hold on a second. VR chat is having a time. Every single time I have loaded into this world, it's taken like a good solid 15 seconds where it freezes up before it loads back in. Okay. Let's get our camera in here. Hi. Hello. Hold on. Oh my goodness, my hair is like pitch black in here. I have not looked at the lighting over here. Okay. Now would be a good time to have my sit down, and I am so short. Come with me, camera. I'm so tiny. Now would be a good time to play my sitting animation because I do not have full body tracking on. I have a Haratora full body tracking set, but it never worked all that great for me. Anyway, I am deep in the grass. All right. Camera, come up with me while I adjust my sitting height. Whoa. Man, my hair is not agreeing with this lighting right now. That's okay. Let me turn up the sounds because we've got... Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see. I might even turn that up on OBS because normally the game sounds come in a lot louder, and it seems to be coming in pretty quiet here. So I'm gonna like make it about half. I'm also worried I'm like blasting everyone's eardrums out by clipping the mic. Here's the thing, I did not even realize this. Watch that entire beginning section be like absolutely blasted clipping because I didn't adjust the volumes. So my VR headset mic is way louder than the microphone I use for just normal day-to-day stuff. I have a desktop mic. I have the classic, the YouTuber the one that Michael Jackson supposedly used, the Sennheiser SM7B. Great microphone. However, it is extremely quiet, even with the cloud lifter and even with my preamp gain set to basically max. Like just a little under max, so I'm not like destroying the circuitry or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But my VR headset mic comes in a lot louder. And because I have my volumes set up based on my desktop mic, my VR headset mic was coming in quite hot. But hopefully, I'm trying to carefully adjust. Okay, I'm going to have my mic set at -5 dB for now. That'll hopefully... Apologies for the angry expression. That's just what happened when I grab things. That's this. Oh, that was sad. Man, I can't remember any of these expressions. It's been so long. I don't touch VR nearly as often because of the whole Windows mixed reality go in the way to the dodo thing. And Oasis VR giving me some trouble every time I start it. It eventually works. It eventually just works. As you can see, in theory, this is just working. But you know. Okay, so now we're officially fishing. I'm gonna get my the fog has rolled in. My hair has gone black again. I might have to do some adjusting with these shaders. I don't know if it's like just the world. This world is still in beta. Like, the reason the stream title is that is because this is a fishing world that came out like a week or two, maybe like a week, 2 weeks, week and a half ago. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've got, let me see, can I open my, let me set the camera to world anchor. Stay there, camera. Let's see if I can exist. Open up my backpack. Can I open up my backpack at a place that's easier for the camera to see? That's close. Where's fly? You know what? I'm trying. Okay. There we go. We got flying mode. Is that... Okay, it's mirrored for me, but it's not mirrored for you guys, thankfully. So if I can go to settings... I've played 16 hours of this fishing game. 16 hours of VR chat Stardew Valley fishing. It really is just the Stardew Valley fishing minigame, and I love it. But I have quite a bit. I've done quite a bit of fishing, and this fishing world is in open beta right now, and they're going to be changing it pretty soon to do a final release, I think on the 27th. What is that? In 3 days. And they have announced, you might have seen it in that like intro area where I spawned in, they're going to wipe everyone's save files from the beta when the final comes out in 3 days. I would do a 3 with my fingers, but I don't think I can. I can do a 1 and a 2. 3 days. In 3 days, it's all going to be gone. So I'm just going to fish and see how much I can manage to get. How far can I manage to get in the beta in those 3 days? Other than the 16 hours I've already done. Shh. Now let's see. I would like to get my camera in a good spot. Goodness. Bro, for real, I cannot stop hitting my door. My door is like right here, right to my side. And I am nonstop whacking my controller into this thing. I'm whacking my controller into the blinds. So if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to try to adjust myself and then the camera to a nice position. myself to a position where I won't whack everything, and my camera to a position where you can see the fishing from a good angle. So give me a moment. I would put a BRB or like a please hang tight on the screen, but that's a lot harder to do in VR. That's a lot easier to do on the fly, messing around with OBS when you're in desktop, but when you're in VR, I could take my headset off, but the AFK detection doesn't work, so you'd see my body in a jumbled up mess on the floor. I turned AFK detection on. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let me... I'm moving. Please pardon the noise. I don't know how much noise comes through this microphone. Like, my setup is totally different. I don't have any of my usual mic effects and such. Like, usually... Okay. Now I'm in a space where I won't hit the door and the blinds just by slightly moving my arm to the right. Let's see, hold on. I'm gonna bring the camera here. And then you stay there. I was a fool. I set it to local before I turned around. Let's see, I'll set over here. Actually, you know what? I should probably move my camera way back. I'm also going to close my backpack so that it does not flashbang the camera the second I move the camera back. There we go. I am now sat in one spot, and now I can fly the camera a bit and zoom it in for a more pleasant field of view. And now I can set it to local. That's the wrong direction. How do I look at the... Hi, camera! Let me also turn off the focus, because I am blurry. Like, focus is gorgeous and all, but I would like all of y'all to be able to see things. That's the ideal scenario. I'm curious, how much time have I spent yapping instead of fishing? Me trying to navigate all of... Thank you, Frog. He caught a herring. Very good, very good. Thank you, Frog. Thank you, Frog. Ooh, can you see the... No, the camera can't see my little heads-up display. It shows my amount of coins in my level. Interesting. So I guess that's categorized as UI. All right, all right, all right. Good, good, good. Oh, I can have it set so that it doesn't flip the camera, even if I'm in what's considered selfie mode by VR chat. Maybe I'm going to put the camera behind me a little bit more, because, you know, bro, I should have planned out a camera angle or something. Because it's been a long time. Jeez. My chair's a little loud, and I don't have any of my, like, noise, whatever, noise cancellation. It's not noise cancellation, I don't think. That's for headphones. No, noise reduction? I don't have any of my normal noise reduction stuff that I have on Linux. So, you know, that's just where we're at. Let me get my fishing rod. Give me that. Oh, it's way out there. You know what I've realized? I'm still at my normal small size, so this fishing rod is absolutely massive. Like, most of the time when I've been fishing, I have been sizing myself up compared to my, like, default size for my avatar. Because, you know... The everything here is, it doesn't adjust to your avatar's size. It is sized for a normal person using normal sized objects. I am not a normal sized avatar. My avatar is a little guy. So he's like less than a meter tall. So this fishing rod is gigantic. This fishing rod takes up a significant portion of my field of view. Like, I try to hold it up at like a natural stance for like starting a cast, and it's like taking the entirety of one of my eyes field of vision. Bro. I've already dropped the fishing rod. I've been playing a decent amount of this in both VR and desktop mode. After all that camera setup, you can't even see where my fishing rod landed. Hold on. But yeah, I've been playing a decent amount of this in both desktop and VR. And one thing I like about having the VR available is that I can have it where I can cast with both my right and my left hand, because I have been wearing my poor little right hand thin between drawing and fishing and using a computer mouse all day. Man, looks like I'm gonna have to turn on the UI after all, because if you can't see the fishing minigame, then like, that's a little silly. That's a little silly. We may have some friends join us today. It's an invite world, but I am accepting invitations from, or like invitation requests from people that I already know in VR chat. Maybe I'll do like an open one someday, but today it's just gonna be it's just gonna be people I already know, because I'm just trying to test stuff out. I've barely got this working in the first place. Did someone just jump in the water and drown? Hi, PMass. I just realized I don't have my... There he is. Everybody, welcome Furry. Excellent.
Fuck, I'm muted.
Hey, what's up? We're fishing today. I'm trying to figure out...
Damn, fishing?
I am trying to figure out camera angles because I've never streamed in VR chat before.
Oh, God.
I know, right?
Good luck with that.
Well, it looks like I might also have to turn on UI just to have the fishing minigame visible. That means I'm also... everyone will also see my little camera UI, I guess. But if that's how it has to be, so be it. I will live with that.
That's
Mask.
what you gotta do.
UI off. It's so small anyway. It doesn't matter that much. Let's see. Let's see how it looks.
I must put my son down. Hold on.
A red-haired husky. Well, I'm just gonna have to trust your intuition on that PMask, because I'm not very familiar with animals, so I wouldn't know. They're all just dogs to me. I think you killed him. I think he took so much offense to that he instantly died. Instant transmission into the nether realm, the void.
Sorry, I heard someone was calling me a husky, and I got mad. I had a temper tantrum. I'm fine now.
You know, sometimes you just get really frustrated with a common misconception so much that you instantly transport yourself into the shadow realm. We've all done it once or twice.
Exactly. No, I'll do that. It's okay, though, because my son got me a lost shoe, so that's pretty...
Oh, that's wonderful. I got myself a red melon discus.
Oh, let's go, dude. I never heard of that before. It's definitely not the most common goddamn fish.
Certainly not.
Who would have thunk?
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna have to make... Oh my goodness, the UI is appearing through me. Forget seeing just me. Instead, you gotta see my camera UI. That doesn't even show the camera. It's just a black screen. Well, this is just how it's gonna have to be if you want to see the fishing minigame.
Damn. Also, the fucking boombox that I got, it does work, but for some reason it's only playing like the first minute of any songs.
Dang.
I don't know why.
That's messed up.
There's a spot for you to enter in the song lengths, which I did, but then it's just like, wah.
Where?
No.
Denied. No luck.
And it's how dare you even.
I'm gonna have to make the camera angled like way further up to actually see the fishing minigame. The amount of trouble I have to go through just to get the fishing minigame from this fishing world to show up on stream.
Kind of surprising it wouldn't just be... I mean, I guess it makes sense it wouldn't be in the world, because then everyone would see it. But
Yeah.
it's like, well, no, but like, would they though? Because then you could just have it not be synced. I'd imagine.
Maybe.
I don't know shit about VR chat.
I don't know.
I got an alligator.
Hey. Alligator.
Alligaboo.
Me too. Alligator.
So true.
So true.
Alligator. Abracadabra.
You know what? For the sake of stream immersion, I'm gonna turn off nameplates.
True.
We don't want to ruin immersion in this fishing minigame world.
Yeah. Where you have frogs that have the potential to catch megalodons by sitting on a beach ball and doing nothing. You don't want to ruin immersion. Like, there's so much realism here.
I know, there's so much realism. The graphics are 100% realistic.
Exactly.
Where I have to show the rest of my VR chat UI to show the fishing minigame.
It's like every time I go outside, I take a look on the horizon and I just see the grass despawning after a certain distance. That's
Exactly.
We've been new.
Like, there's anything I've learned from Sonic Frontiers, it's that things just pop in, and that is just life. And you just have to deal with it.
That's so true. That is so true. Finally, a video game commits to actually looking realistic.
I know, right? Not like I can see the sunleaf something above camp. That's true. Your title does show up. I wonder if that's considered UI as well. Like, if I... I gotta catch this fish first before I can test anything. Huge Goliath tigerfish.
Okay, I have no idea. I don't know how the fuck this is gonna work, but I want to... Hold on.
Yeah.
I did catch something. I was on a little bit earlier, and I did catch a funny thing.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Where is it? Here. Hold on.
Oh.
So this is a galaxy manta ray.
That's quite the manta ray. Hold on, I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit for y'all to see this. I zoomed out so much I opened my backpack. Bro, that's insane. That's insane. Oh, well. It's just in the pond now.
A little bit of a big boy.
Yes, that is absolutely massive.
Two at once, because I also want to show off.
No, unfortunately you can only bring one at a time.
No. Alright, well that's too bad.
Well,
Yeah, so this one gets stuck in the ground for a bit at first. We'll just, it'll work itself out.
he's just really long.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Hold on.
I'm just gonna zoom out the camera really far at this point.
No, come back here.
Whoa, okay. Wow. That is a relatively large fish. Gotta hand it to him.
He's just chilling in the ocean now.
Well,
He's
I'm
having a
glad.
good time. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna... Oh,
Those are my...
hold up. I gotta set my camera to world mode instead of following me for now.
Oh, true.
What the heck happens when oh, spout stream is separate. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to try this for next time. Apparently you can get a separate spout stream out of your camera. I haven't tested that because spout doesn't work on Linux. Although someone has been working on it. I've seen someone getting it working enough that I might be able to use it. But I can't use VR on Linux, so it doesn't matter for now. But that would be interesting for my next VR chat stream. I might try that so that I can have a couple different camera angles, or like just some sort of easy toggle to switch between my first person view and whatever camera angle I've set up. That could be convenient.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anyway, let me...
Instead of having like a bunch of pins and stuff. I have used Spout Stream before on desktop just to record some visuals in the past, because it's very useful for that if you just need like some scenic shots in VR chat with no players in them.
It does seem pretty handy.
You can just like use the in-game desktop camera and it renders it out in 1080p in your OBS. So it's
oh,
yeah, dude.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's very useful. Especially if you're a content creator. You know.
Gross. Who would do that? That's disgusting.
Yeah, who the hell would do that?
Check out my huge...
Create things.
I don't remember what the fish was called, but he's pretty big. He's about as big as I am.
That's a pretty big fish, but have you considered my red melon discus?
That's pretty good. I can't compete with a red melon discus.
I know, right?
No one's ever caught that before. I think that's the first time anyone's caught a red melon discus in this game.
Yeah, exactly. I just named it that right now because it's the first time anyone's ever seen one.
That's a pretty good name.
Honestly, yeah. Thanks. It came to me in a dream.
Switching to Linux, I would recommend it. When I say it doesn't support VR, it's not that Linux doesn't support VR at all. It doesn't support my VR. My VR headset is Windows Mixed Reality, which self-evidently does not work on Linux. But like if you've got like a Vive headset or like a Valve Index, I've heard those like have pretty good working compatibility with Linux, especially because Valve is huge on Linux. They've been pretty instrumental in getting a ton of games to work on Linux and such.
Yeah. And
so
a lot of their hardware runs on even. It's
yeah.
Arch-based, isn't it?
Yeah, like the Steam Deck, it's OS. Steam OS itself is Arch Linux based. So, you know, switch to Arch Linux. Or Catchy OS if you want a little bit less hassle. Which is fair and valid.
Yeah, true. I also know that Valve Index, I think Squall, I forget what kind of headset Squall has. One of the other people who helped do Zero Society stuff, he also has been like going hard with Linux recently, and he managed to get his Index working for that.
Pretty sick.
He's also had some hiccups. Like he has a harder time recording shit and taking photos because sometimes they'll glitch out. But in terms of being used, it's not bad.
That's good. I know since VR is generally an edge case in the grander scheme of gaming on PCs, it tends to get the short end of the stick when it comes to compatibility or everything just working flawlessly. But it do still work. So I wouldn't say if you want to switch to Linux, give it a shot. Don't let VR potentially having some issues sway you or deter you. You see, I wish.
I tried Linux set up on my Chromebook actually.
Ooh, heck yeah!
I have it. I don't really have a need for a Chromebook. I just kind of got one because my grandparents didn't want it anymore. So I'm just like, okay, I may as well do something with it. But apparently putting Linux on Chromebooks is like ridiculously hard.
Dang.
Ridiculously. But like you go on the website, I found like one website that does it. Oh, I leveled up!
Level up!
I found one website that documents it, and the front page is so terrifying. It's like, this is not a one-step process. You gotta make sure you do everything exactly, and if you fuck it up, it's over. And I'm like, dude,
that's so real.
That intimidating.
It'd be like that with Macs.
Oh, well,
Trying to put anything else on a Mac is a crazy process from what I've seen. Also, PMAS running catchy? Heck yeah. Yeah, I've also had to do the dual boot because, you know, I literally can't run this on Linux right now with my Windows Mixed Reality. So I am on Windows right now, just having transported as much of my, or copied over as much of my stream stuff as I could from my Linux partition, which is where most of my stuff is at this point. But yeah, having a nice bootloader that just shows up and you just have a little menu and you can be like, I want Linux today, or I want Windows today. It's so convenient. It makes things a lot easier.
Talking about dual booting is just reminding me of the time when I was I think I was like 16 or 17. I had like a 2003 iMac, which would have been about like 10 years old, I think, at that time. I just got it from my aunt, and I forget entirely how I did it, but I managed to install fucking Windows XP on it as another operating system. So I just had a regular Mac and then just Windows XP for no reason, like other than just funny.
That's amazing. Hey yo, we got Moonrain?
Gamers, it is Moonrain time!
We are doubling our fishing luck. That's what it's all about.
Yeah!
Oh, thank goodness. I did remember to turn on the music.
I just realized I'm facing like my fan directly, and I don't know if it's blowing into the mic.
I haven't heard it coming through.
I can move it. No, you haven't heard it? Okay. Cool.
So we seem to be good on that front. Only thing is you're totally going to be coming in people's right ear through the stream because
that didn't even occur to me.
it's not in mono, but there's not really anything I can do about that other than set my game audio to mono, and I think that's a worse solution.
That would, yeah, I would, yeah, that wouldn't be as fun.
Yeah.
Because then you lose all the spaciousness of the world.
I know. The beautiful spaciousness of the world.
So true.
I will say my one issue with my bootloader is one, Windows hates Linux bootloaders. I had one. Thankfully, most of the normal Windows updates have just been fine. I know some people do have problems with that messing with their bootloader, but thankfully, it is not for me. But the one major update that I had to do was when I think Windows 11 23H2 lost its security updates, so it's no longer in service. So I had to switch to a newer version of Windows, and 23H2 is the last version where they supported Windows Mixed Reality, so I didn't have to use the fan driver before then. But I had to make the switch, and when I did, because that was a major feature update, it messed with the bootloader, and so instead of booting into my nice menu that says, would you like Windows or Linux today? It just booted into Windows. No Linux. And then...
Nah, you don't get your Linux.
And then me, not having a full idea of how bootloaders worked, went in and tried to fix it. And then my computer just broke. Like, I would boot it up, and there would just be a terminal, and it would be like, yeah, I can't find any of your hard drives. So an error message along those lines. And I had to spend the next 3 days trying to figure out what the heck I had to do to fix it. I followed, like, hey, level up. I had to follow, like, the same instructions that I found on the ArchWiki and other various sources over and over until I figured out what the heck was wrong. And after, like, 3 days of basically not being able to use my computer... I realized the issue was I did fix it, like, maybe even the third time that I tried. But for some reason, I have 2 instances of Grub bootloader installed, like, inside of each other. One of them is functional, and the other is not. And I don't know why they're installed inside each other's folders, and I'm too afraid to touch it again now that it's working.
How?
clearly I messed something up while I was trying to reset it, because what Windows does is it basically just, when it does a big update, it tells the motherboard, hey, just boot into me. Don't boot into that silly little Linux bootloader thing. And so, in theory, what you should be able to do is just go back into your motherboard and reset it to the bootloader instead of Windows. But me seeing the weird terminal error from the faulty version of Grub that I had, trying to fix it over and over again, probably just kept messing it up instead of just using the working version that I had there.
Odd.
So I made sure my Windows OS is on a separate disk. That's the best case scenario. I don't have enough, I don't have enough hard drives, SSDs to do that right now. So unfortunately, my Linux and my Windows got to be on the same drive, which is part of what caused that issue. But if you are dual booting and you have the ability to get one SSD for Windows and one for Linux, please do that if you're going to dual boot. It makes things way easier. You will not run into nearly as many problems. And then, yeah, you can easily switch fully back to Windows just by removing a drive. If you need to. I wouldn't recommend that. What is spooky?
Just like I was just saying, I gotta lock in and switch to Linux because I want to at this point.
Yeah.
Dual booting is weird, and I don't know everything that could be compatible with Linux, and there'd be a bunch of technological problems that I probably would know how to do.
It's intimidating to get started, and there is a lot that you have to learn because, switching to a new OS, you have to learn a whole new OS, regardless of how similar it is to OSs you've used before. Every OS has its own ins and outs of how it works.
Yeah, it's got its own kind of quirks, like how you install shit or whatever.
So there is a learning curve and a time cost. But once you get things running and you figure out what works and what doesn't, it's great. I love it.
Hell yeah. It's like every time I hear Blend say yeah, I installed this from source, and it's using a command line or whatever, I'm just like, damn. Alright. That's spooky.
Command lines are the spookiest thing to everyone who is used to GUI. But you learn a couple commands and you're like, you know what? It's actually not that crazy. The crazy thing is that sometimes you give the user too much power compared to what they're ready for. So the scary thing about the terminal is if you try to do something more technical, deep diving into it, rather than just the basic terminal stuff, running a command to update is just you either have a place where you copy paste it, or you just remember the two words that you type into the terminal to update your system. That stuff is plenty easy. But when you're trying to do something technical and you're running it with elevated privileges, that's where it gets scary because you can damage your system. That's the classic sudo rmrf. Just delete your whole system with one command. One easy command to delete everything on your hard drive, including your OS. That's what I'm talking about. There's this one...
Now I'm wondering, at one point, if you delete everything, including the OS, at what point would the terminal just delete itself, and then it would stop running the command?
It doesn't... From what I understand, it doesn't get to the point where it deletes the terminal itself. It runs into an error before then. But, a bunch of other stuff will collapse. There's a Linux YouTuber who has his outro is literally just that old Linux meme of sudo rmrf, where it deletes the whole system. So it's just type it in, all of this stuff, all of these essential files getting deleted and being printed out to the terminal. Then all of the UI goes away, and then it's couldn't find bootloader. And then you're just stuck at a rescue terminal. Something has gone terribly wrong. I wonder why.
Surely you couldn't have anything to do with this.
Surely not. Surely the user would never make an error.
User error? What's that? Those two words don't go together.
The customer is always right.
So true.
You know what? Let's get a change of scenery. I'm gonna move the camera a little closer. We love that camera UI in my face.
Hell yeah.
There we go. It's nice to switch, and as soon as I switch up the scenery, it becomes extremely foggy. Like, I love the fog and all, but it's funny timing. Wonderful timing. So when the face reveal, hold on, let me turn around. Here, I've revealed my face. This is my face right here. I know, right? I am in fact not real.
Can't believe I was here for the cream face reveal.
I'm literally just an anime boy.
Well, yeah, we've been new.
That's just how it is. Yep, that's me, just a little anime boy.
I heard that's me. I'm like, yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. It's a pretty fishy situation, to be honest.
Ooh.
I can't believe I've already leveled up like twice just in the time we've been talking and fishing. Like, I came in here at level 62 and I'm level 64, nearly on my way to level 65.
To be fair, I think I was at level 48 and now I'm at level 52.
Crazy.
Yeah, I should sell my stuff.
That's a good point. I'm gonna sell my stuff.
I can do from right here, actually, because...
See, I have not bought that. But I think this is a great...
money, because I have BRC Plus, so I was like... They offered like 400 free credits or whatever for the Lunar New Year, so I'm like, sure, why not? And then getting the ability to sell anywhere here was 300 credits. So now I have 100 credits that I just can't use because there's nothing worth 100 credits.
Ah, dang. You know. Let's make this a little bit higher.
I also can't click the fucking button. Oh.
Dang.
There we go.
All right.
Got it.
I'm gonna bring the camera with me as I go sell my stuff.
Alright, go have fun.
Let's go. The bounty, today's bounty is a parrotfish. I have not gotten a parrotfish because we've been sitting in the Coconut Bay Lake the whole time. Parrotfish, you don't find those in the Coconut Bay Lake. Hold on, let me open my backpack. Go to the index. Here's the big index of all the fishies in the game. I haven't caught all of them yet. Maybe I'll catch all of them by the end of beta because I seem to be obsessed with this game, but let's see. Where is the parrotfish? Where does the parrotfish exist? We're over here in Coconut Bay. They ain't got no parrotfish. Open Sea, no parrotfish. Crescent Isle, there's the parrotfish. Now here's the issue. I don't remember what Crescent Sea is, so... Crescent Isle. I think that might be where the town is? Maybe. Because I know Luxian Dunes and Tanglewood, those are the other two. Those are the desert and the bogwood, the swamp, Shrek's swamp. Cross yonder, cross the sea. Like way off in that direction. You see that right there? That's the swamp. Way down there in the background. Hold on. What if I move back? Yeah, you could see it across the sea. That's the swamp. We can go there and not get the parrot. I want to get the parrotfish. We can't get the parrotfish from there. I don't think. We'll be going fishing in town. We're gonna be boating to town. We're gonna be sailing away. Sailing takes me away to where I've heard it could be. Where I've heard what could be? I don't know. Ask the guy who wrote that song. Come sail away. Yes. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. We're making money today. We're making bank. All those fishes that I've fished just in this stream, $7,000. I'm ready to go buy a new fishing rod. Sell all. I can't. Here's the thing. I was trying to press the sell all button. I can't press the sell all button because I keep interacting with the camera UI. There we go. Much better. Much better, much better. Man, it is foggy today. I mean, fog is great weather for fishing. It is some great atmosphere. You feel that moist air on your skin? Lets you cool off from the summer heat. You know, February, famous summer month.
Yeah, that's my favorite summer month.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to go to Crescent Isle because their fish of the day or whatever that's worth $1,000 is at Crescent Isle. I have a parrotfish. I don't know what your fish of the day is, the bounty.
The bounty, is it different, like, per person?
It can be different. I think when we join the world, it's the same. It's synced up for everybody. But then once you go and actually claim the bounty, then it's not synced anymore. Because everyone has the same order of bounties per day, I think. But, like, it doesn't change for everyone when one person claims the bounty.
Oh, okay.
So we can all turn in parrotfish.
Parrotfish too, yeah.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. It's time to boat then.
Time to boogie.
Come sail away with camp. Yep. All right. We're going to the garage. I got a rowboat and a dinghy. I'm going to take the dinghy because it's significantly faster.
Yeah, I am tempted. I do have 30K actually. I could just buy a dinghy right now.
Honestly, it's kind of worth it. After I get... Now that I have 82,000... Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Wait. Chat, can you see this? Hold on. I have to turn on the UI for you to be able to see this. A new version is out. Please rejoin to update your game. Bro. They better not be wiping my save file already.
What do you mean?
No, they aren't.
That notification, though.
I have that notification on my wrist. The little UI where I see my coins.
A new version is out. Please rejoin to update your... What?
Can you believe this? Can you believe this, chat?
Wait.
I just got here. Like...
Yeah, I mean, it says it was updated today. Doesn't say what the update is.
1 hour ago. I just got here, like... Maybe more like 50 minutes. I just got here like 50 minutes ago and it's updated already?
I was gonna say, we haven't been here that long.
It may just be a different beta version, to be fair. Because they said, they've confirmed, I saw it on the internet, so you know it's real. I saw it confirmed that the 27th is when they're doing the full release. So, I guess I'm going to make a new instance. I'll invite you.
Yeah,
or you know what? You know, I could just drop a portal. I'm a little silly.
Yeah, true. And that's more cinematic, too.
Yeah, we got to get the cinematic. I literally did that when I came to this world in the first place. I was like, I could join, or I could drop a portal and run through it on camera.
You get the visuals.
You gotta have the visuals. Okay. New instance. Portal. There's the portal, guys.
Pog.
Whoa. Whoa. Love the fade to black the second I interact with the portal. All right, it's probably gonna freeze for 15 seconds again as soon as I get in here. Hey, it didn't freeze for 15 seconds. It just worked. Now the question is that because of the update?
Permanent. Wait, how did I just get an achievement? Is that new?
There's an achievement? I mean, I heard a little like jingle, but I don't know what achievements. I was muted. Muting is my default. All right, it's time to go sailing. We're gonna go sailing. Sailing takes me away. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just the wind and the waves to carry me. Soon I will be free. All right, let's check out the garage. Hold on, I gotta do the...
Oh, yeah.
I gotta have the camera facing me, and I gotta look backwards to interact with the UI, because that's the way it looks best on stream. I gotta be looking like I gotta be pointing at this thing like I'm a Mr. Beast thumbnail.
Bro, dedicated.
That's dedication to the craft. I'm trying to learn, even as I don't know anything.
Just you colored. Like how?
I customized it. You can buy a paint job. Oh, my camera is so far away.
Sure, we are going to fucking...
Come back to me. I hit the ceiling.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna move my play space.
Yeah, that works.
This is normal and professional. You know what? All the professional VR streamers are breaking their gear, so why not me too? Why not me? Because I can't afford it.
Well, yeah.
No breaking gear today.
Can't afford it either. Yeah, if my index ever dies, it's kind of Jover.
Yeah.
I don't think I can afford it with the state of the world. I don't know if I can afford it.
Yeah. It's the...
But,
It's
you know.
That's my dream, but also... Oh goodness, I'm getting all twisted up. I'm gonna get my seat in a normal position, and then I'll get back in the driver's seat. Yeah, sure, when I get in the driver's seat, that's exactly where I want to be, game. Thank you. Thank you, VR chat. Very good. Give me the camera. This... looking
Amazing, sweetie.
fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing work. Oh, that's so funny. It started driving even though I was trying to fly my camera. Here we go. Oh. Well, that's going to be an issue. Every time I try to move the camera, the boat moves.
I mean, are you able to just not be in the driver's seat while you're doing shit?
Nah, that's impossible. I couldn't do that. I gotta be in the driver's seat so I know where the heck to frame myself. Frame myself for the dastardly crime of streaming VR chat.
Skill issue.
I'm also gonna turn off UI because we don't need UI for just riding the boat. Come back, Mr. Boat. Oh, wait, the trigger also makes you go forward. Well, I guess the boat's gonna be far away now, because I'm not redoing all that.
Sure. Sounds good.
Let me set the camera to be a local, so that at the very least, the camera follows us instead of just staying on the island. There we go.
Too far.
Professional cinematography.
I kind of want. Hold on. I'm gonna open your stream. I want to see what this looks like.
I forgot to turn off the UI. Because I went to turn off the UI and then I realized, oh yeah, that's the UI makes the boat go forward.
Oh, that looks fine.
There we go.
It look a lot worse.
It could.
Camp just on your boat playing with his rod. I love how the fly fishing rod and body is so disconnected.
It really is. It's just out there. Sometimes you're out fishing and you just have to accept that a man's rod has a mind of its own. You don't question a man about his fishing rod.
I can't control my rod.
I know, right? That's just how it is.
It happens. Also, yeah, holy shit, the thing is so much nicer.
I know, it's so much faster.
Actually, it doesn't take like 5 minutes to row to an island. Drop the rod. I don't need it.
Oh, goodbye, rod. All right.
God, we hardly knew.
We're parking in the dock. I'm trying to be careful. Look at that. That's a pretty good parking job. That's a pretty stellar parking job, if I do say so myself. It was a pretty stellar parking job until I drove through the dock.
You doing it?
I would still call that pretty stellar.
We're just gonna leave the boat.
Yeah, the boat's just gonna be there now. Come back to me, camera.
Oh yeah, trick us. It's over there.
This time I can move the camera without moving myself. I could not do that for the boat. I could do no such thing.
Oh, true.
Now, let's see. I'm standing very awkwardly because I am actually, in fact, in real life sitting. So let me stand up. Look at me. I'm flying on my tippy toes.
Damn, you're floating.
I know, right? Yeah, get yourself a paint job. There we go. All right, camera, come back here. Hi. Now, where the heck am I in my room? Before I start running into walls and such. Hope you're all having a good fishing time.
Camo type shit.
Excellent.
My dinghy is now camo as fuck, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me...
Oh yeah.
I try to get you in frame, but there's such a massive height difference that this is about as good as I can do.
I hope the viewers are liking just the shot of my legs.
Yeah. That's just how it's gonna be.
This is like one of the only times you see me wearing shorts. Take advantage of it.
Didn't you used to have like khaki shorts?
I did, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's just because it was like the default-ish color for the shorts.
That makes sense.
I want blue.
We go in the blue jeans now.
I want my jorts. I want my jorts.
You gotta keep the blue somehow, because you lost the blue everywhere else.
Exactly. That is so true.
With the...
State my blue color.
Exactly.
Alright.
I think this is a good enough angle for walking around. Let me see my garage. I really just... Yeah, I got the dinghy and I got the rowboat. I got a fancy rowboat, to be fair. Like, look at this thing. This is a nice looking rowboat. You can barely see that thing on camera. That's a nice looking rowboat. The problem is...
It is, trust me, if you could see it, it would be beautiful.
If you could see it, it'd be beautiful. Like, look at that rowboat. That's a beautiful rowboat. It's the slowest thing I've ever driven. I gotta paddle this thing myself. The dinghy, it's got an engine. This thing, it's got 2 rows. And the engine is my arms. And I've not been working out. So I'm crossing at the ocean at a pace of 1 mile an hour. 1/100th of a Sonic. 100th of a Sonica. Hi, Sonica.
Yeah.
Bro, even Sonica is taller than me. This is crazy.
Englewood Church is actually...
Nothing better than some... Nothing better than some chili dogs for breakfast. I agree.
That's very true.
I agree. That is truth. Sonica is speaking truth right there. I gotta keep moving the camera so you guys can see the speech bubble without my giant head blocking it because I'm like way down here next to the camera. What's up? Give me some tips.
Your head is up there.
Oh, Sonica's got some nice info. What do you got for us? Different fishes actually live in different locations.
No way!
That's why we're here for the parrotfish. Sonica speaking facts.
Fuck, right, yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, for the parrotfish. You got any more tips? Here's a wicked tip. I'm ready for a wicked tip. You ready for this? This is about to be the most wicked tip you've seen all your life. All your life. Did you know fishes actually have great memories? I've been lied to my whole life.
Oh. Well,
Dang.
we never did anything to wrong a fish.
So now, does that mean if I say that if I say someone has the memory of a goldfish, is that now a compliment?
I guess.
I thought I had the attention span of a goldfish, but now I guess it's worse because fish actually have great memories.
Yeah, that's bad news for me.
I've been lied to my whole life. Thanks, Sonica, for this revelation. I'm gonna have to rethink some things now.
So true.
Any more tips? Give me one more tip, and then I'm gonna search for some parrotfish. I do have some nice info, actually. If a worm said hello to you, would you say hello back? I would freak out. I would run out of there. I would get out of there because I am not messing with that. That's unnatural. Actually, I'd probably say hello back. It's fight or flight or freeze. If a worm started talking to me, I'd probably freeze. In which case, I would not say hello back. Or maybe out of instinct, I'd just reply hello. That's not a tip, that's a question. Sonika, I'm starting to question the validity of your tips. Advice? I got some. They say the early worm catches the bird or something like that. Well, I'm gonna be the early worm that says hello, and I hope y'all are gonna say hello back, because that's what we do. That's what nice people do. Now let's go. We need a parrotfish, right? I'm gonna go double check the board. Where's the shop is up here. The bounty board. Parrotfish. There it is. I said there it is as if you could see that. Y'all couldn't see that. There's the bounty. Bounty parrotfish. That's what I'm talking about. It's parrot fishing time. Did you already get a parrotfish? That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy? That was crazy once.
Where's the best spot, Mr. Streamer Dude?
You know, the question is, where's a good view?
That's a good one. We can go back up on the roof.
I'm up for going back on the roof.
Hell yeah, brother.
As I said at the beginning of stream, or 20-30 minutes in, when I finally got to fishing instead of yapping, I have played 16 hours of this game before I did this stream, because I'm obsessed with fishing minigames, I guess. And so I have actually fished up here. I've been out fishing with the boys on the rooftops.
Yeah, we've been fishing with the boys.
We've been fishing with the boys. Let me get this camera flying so I can get a good view. That is the opposite direction of the view that I want to get at fishing. Oh, look at that. We got some movement from the windmill that's constantly blocking us. That's fantastic.
Oh, let's go, dude. That is ideal.
That is ideal conditions for camera setting.
Oh my god, I just caught a parrotfish.
Bro, I haven't even brought out my rod yet.
That's the first thing. That was the first thing I caught.
All right. Before I swing my arm as hard as I can, I'm going to lift up my headset and realize that I'm staring at the wall and not in the direction I thought I was facing.
Yeah, it's a good plan. Just try not to hit a wall.
There we go. I'm no longer facing the wall. I do need my camera back, though.
Let's see, are the rods gonna get that far? Oh, they are. Okay, we're good.
They did get far enough that we reached the water. They did not get far enough that I can actually see them on camera. So let me zoom in.
Here we are. I think we're on a higher roof than we were before, because I feel like we were down there before.
We're definitely on a higher roof than we were before, but that's okay. We can get a good angle here.
Yeah, we're just giving our arms a good workout. And I got Dory.
Hey yo!
Finding Nemo.
That's Dory from Finding Nemo. The question is, where's John Dory from Finding Derek?
Not the most generic names.
Look at that sandy black scorpion fish. Oh, look at that beautiful sunrise.
Let's go, dude.
And catch the sunset.
Finding Nemo's coming together.
Finding Nemo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Okay, well, I have realized that you can't see the fishing minigame anymore because I have once again removed the UI. Where are you, camera? Are you up there? Yeah, you're up there somewhere. I have my camera transparent, so I can't see it. Alright, well, you're going to be stuck having the little camera UI in front of me so you can see the fishing minigame, but I think it's worth it. So you get a little bit of movement on screen of the fishing minigame.
Yeah.
Instead of nothing.
TikTok brands.
That's what it's all about.
My God.
Next time, I'm going to bring some Subway Surfers. Put some Subway Surfers on the back of the screen.
That's what this stream really needs. You can put some Family Guy clips in the bottom.
Yeah, we gotta have some. We're gonna have half of the stream is gonna be fishing, so I'll have a nice square, not quite square aspect ratio for fishing. I think that's a great aspect ratio for fishing. And then on the other half of the screen, we're going to have Minecraft parkour next to some Family Guy clips. We're gonna have some Subway Surfers in there. Of course, no Minecraft parkour is complete without some guy reading Reddit stories over them. So, obviously, there's going to be that too. Reddit stories over top of the Minecraft parkour. Next to the Family Guy clips, we'll have 7 different 5-hour videos that's silence interrupted by X meme sound. So just randomly throughout the stream, you'll hear Pikmin sounds and metal bars crashing onto the floor.
You were just developing the best stream idea I think I've gotten, like in all recency.
Pure ADHD streaming. That's what it's all about.
Perfect for me. If your viewers have an opportunity to be alone with their thoughts for even a second, you're doing something wrong. Like,
yep.
Up.
Some may say, oh, we're fishing. Isn't fishing supposed to be a chill activity? Shouldn't a fishing stream be just like chill vibes and like an old man telling stories about his youth? I say, nah, I have ADHD.
Nah, this fishing trip boring as hell, and I'm gonna start dual wielding phones. One is Subway Surfers, one is Family Guy.
Bro, I am not casting this rod very well. There we go, much better. Much better. There we go.
I'm casting it as well as I am.
I gotta start doing the little spin. I gotta do a little dance move up here to get my rod out there. Otherwise, I'm not catching anything.
I think this one actually didn't go as far.
Look, they say there are they say there are plenty of fish in the sea, but the key to actually catching the ones you want is how you cast your rod. You gotta swing that thing around, all right? If you swing that thing around in just the right way, you can get a beautiful cast, and you will get yourself a beautiful fish in no time. Ooh, that's a goldfish. Not literally a goldfish, but a fish that is gold ranked, so it's gold in the UI, and that means it's worth a lot of money. Look at that boy. Hammerhead shark.
Damn, that head be hammered, shark.
I'm not gonna lie, when I had the idea to play VR chat fishing minigame on stream, I thought this was gonna be chill, because my streams are mostly chill. And I was like, man, I'm gonna have absolutely nothing to yap about. I already have a hard time.
Third parrotfish, by the way. Third parrotfish.
I haven't got a single parrotfish. Do you see this? Do you see this, chat?
I think this rod. Hold on. I need to remember what the stats are on this rod, because they're like stupid. Hold on. Yeah. So my current rod stats. Well, it's raining, and I have Rain Lover, so that adds on 50. And I have the Fortune rod, which is 100, and then there's a couple other modifiers I have. So my luck is almost 200.
Dang. No, my luck is like 65 or something. Which is, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good base luck stat, but I can only do so much.
Yeah, you can only get so lucky.
I did get a parrotfish. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm just stupid. Thanks for watching. My frog got a John Dory. I'm so proud of my pet frog. He got a John Dory all by himself.
I probably should pull my frog out, actually.
Yeah.
But I can't reach down there, and I don't want to move.
See, I felt like I didn't have a choice. I have fallen off of the camera's point of view.
Oh.
Woo! Alright, casting my rod. I'm surprised I don't know if it's because I'm in VR that I feel the ability to yap more than normal, because I am not by nature a yapper. I do these streams to practice yapping and to get better at yapping. But like...
I feel like you're pretty good at yapping.
Thank you. I got another parrotfish. Let's go. You know, I'm gonna go turn that in. Come with me, camera. I'll finish my story later if I remember what the heck I was saying. Come with me. We're gonna get some upgrades. I'd like to. Who is whispering in my ear? I did not ask for the free ASMR, Mr. Itato. That is a Naruto character. He's a cat. Is he named Itato in the real anime? I don't think so. But I haven't seen it, so if someone more knowledgeable than me says that Itato is the real name of the character from the anime, I have no choice but to believe you. I also got my UI on the camera still. I gotta like turn this thing on and off constantly. I wish I didn't. I would say that I hope they change that in the next update, but I don't know if that messed things up, so maybe I don't actually wish that. Check out this bounty. Check out this bounty. We have a parrotfish now. We can get this bounty. Look at that. Now I gotta get a goonch catfish. Anybody know where I can find a goonch catfish? Can you all see that? You can kind of see that. Let me try to open my backpack in a way that is visible to the camera. I'd say that's good enough. Good enough, even though I'm a little short for it. Shut up. Shut up. Let's see. We're looking for the index. Where the heck do you get a goonch catfish? Hogfish. Catfish. 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 We got salmon. We got tarpon. Scorpion fish. Bluefish. Redfish. Amberjack. Channel catfish. But that's not the one we're looking for. I don't know where these other two locations are. So if that catfish that I can't seem to find in the index, if that's in one of those places that I can't access, that's some nonsense. Why is it on the bounty board? How am I supposed to get this? I can't get that. I've never heard of a goonch catfish. And I've been a fisherman, a certified fisherman for 65 levels. You see that? 65 levels. You also see that? That's some dough. That's some serious dough. I got 83,000 money. That's not enough to afford a nice boat. The nicest boat is like $1 million. The second nicest boat is like 250,000. I'm so sorry if you guys just passed through that Naruto Animal Crossing character. I was not paying attention to where I was walking, and I may have bumped into him with my camera. Anyway, check out these rods. This is the rod I was looking at. The fortunate rod. This is the rod I've been saving up for. Bro? Rude. Did you see that? Did you see that? That man just walked through me and my camera. Like, bro, I was trying to buy your stock. I was like, look at this. This guy is selling a good fishing rod. This man is selling an excellent looking fishing rod. Look at that luck stat. 100 luck. 77 big catch rate. 15,000 kilograms. My current rod can only handle 1,000 kilograms. I can only fish 1 metric ton fish with my current fishing rod. I could fish 1.5 metric ton fish with this rod. I'm over here, I'm like, I'm gonna buy your very expensive, very nice looking fishing rod. And this man right here has the audacity to run right through me and my camera, to which I was giving free advertising of your shop to an entire viewership of 2 people. That could have been 2 customers, 2 more customers, and you just run through me? He doesn't care. This man's rude. I'm gonna give him a bad review on Yelp. Anyway. 1 fish, 2 fish, 100 luck fish. I'm getting that rod. Y'all are not ready for this. Y'all are not ready for the amount of crazy fishing catches I'm about to make now that I got this Irish fishing rod. Let me open up my backpack. Can y'all see that? Y'all can't see that. That's good enough. Y'all can see that enough. Good enough. Wait, if I move slightly further away. Wow. Look at that gear. Do you see that? Look at that. It's got a 4-leaf clover on it. That's how you know it's a good fishing rod. That's how you know it's a lucky fishing rod. Bro, I am about to go crazy with luck right now. Look at that. 160 luck. That's like almost 100 more luck than I was getting. That's 90 more luck, I think, than I had on my previous fishing rod. Let's see. If I go back to my previous fishing rod, the Darkwood, 90 luck. Wow, you know what? That's a lot more luck than I thought. Must be because of the fishing line, my diamond fishing line. Still, that's 70 more luck. That's crazy. I'm about to get some big catches today. I'm about to be the craziest tiny fisherman you've ever seen. Bro. That's beautiful. I should sell the rest of the fishies I've caught so I can make some extra money, because I want to save up for that boat. If we're lucky, maybe I'll get enough with this crazy luck that I have achieved now. Maybe I'll be able to get a nice boat, a nicer boat than that dinghy. I love that dinghy. That dinghy has served me well. Sailing a little bit faster than the rowboat. I don't have to go be rowing all the time, nonstop. Moonrain. Hold up. Wait, Moonrain's active. I get 2 times luck. Gotta sell the fish real quick. Alright, you know what time it is. Back to the fishing. It's fishing time.
Back to the fishing.
I cannot waste this opportunity. We got Moonrain right now. You don't understand. That means 2 times luck. I got myself the fortunate rod at long last.
Woo. Yeah, I was gonna say, with Moonrain, I think I have, like, what, almost 400 luck?
I think I'll be the same now, because I just got the fortunate rod. I'll be, what, like 380 luck, I think?
Damn, yeah, we gotta take advantage of this while we got it.
Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful view. Alright, camera, stay there. I've got some fishing to do. I've got some fishing to do. I think that's where the camera is. Is that where the camera? That's where the camera is. I now realize that this whole time I've been waiting for a catch, my fishing bobber has been sitting on top of a rock and not in the water. Only thing I'm going to catch there is a rockfish. And that's not very lucky.
I mean, there are stonefish in the game, so I mean...
True.
It's not all out of the question.
Look at that. My luck is doubled. I have 320 luck right now. Dang! That's a big dude.
Baby.
Oarfish. We love some oarfish.
So true. I wonder what kind of ore it is. Diamond would be cool, but I'm partial to iron. That could work.
Yeah. I mean, gold oarfish, I wouldn't feel too bad about selling because it's pretty useless. It's just shiny. And so it sells for a lot of money, but I don't actually have to worry about losing out on actually having used stuff. Whoa.
This is a tiny abyssal serpentfish, believe it or not.
Baby.
Yeah, it is a baby one. Only 100 kilograms.
Wow. How small. How infinitesimal. How baby.
So baby.
So baby.
Yes.
I appear to be fishing off screen once again. This is the problem with not having great control over my casting hand. I've got some rod spinning practice to attend.
That is so true. You got it.
As long as I'm still fishing.
Now, see, you are technically in the water right now.
I am technically in the water, so I'll take it. Ooh. I caught myself a relic. Nope.
Oh, I got a blessed tiny parrotfish.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got
He's so small.
Fish in total, by the way. I know it doesn't matter because you can only turn one in, but it's just funny.
I give up. Maybe the fishing life isn't for me, boys. Maybe all the money I spent on this bucket hat was wasted.
That is so true, yeah. All $0 I spent on this bucket hat. Truly over.
It is truly over, my fellow fishermen.
Yeah, I didn't have time to customize it. Well, I mean, I guess I could have customized it if I wanted to, but no, I just threw on the default because I was more focused on getting the boombox work that doesn't work.
That's fair. And also unfortunate.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming it's just something I messed up in Unity because it's Unity, so.
Yeah, it happens.
I'll work it out. See if
We
do
can work it out.
That way I can have it for the 27th.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. You guys
I mean,
the release of this on Friday, you thinking?
probably. Friday is my stream day. And Friday's the 27th, right?
Yeah.
That's wild that my normal stream schedule and release day line up, so I will probably be right back with wiped save. If I manage to get anything crazy prior to that, then I might do like a short stream on Thursday or something before the black hole comes and wipes all of our save data. I'm gonna lose all of my memories of fishing. I'm just gonna be a novice fisherman once again.
Gonna be a total recall moment. You just forget everything. You just forget that fishing ever happened.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing it for the first time.
Oh, to be young and naive. Never having caught a hammerhead shark. Can't wait to relive my first hammerhead shark catch. I'm sure I'll be so excited.
That's true. I can't wait to get back my 10,000 kilogram abyssal serpentfish.
Yeah. Oh, the memories we'll make. And the memories we'll have lost. I got a parrotfish!
Finally! And I got a... Okay, it's not as big of a serpentfish, but it is definitely big.
Man, you have been getting much better catches than me.
Yeah, kind of surprised for you because I know you got the fortune rod now.
Yeah.
You'd be killing it.
You see, I can buy all the luckiest gear in the world, but the luckiest gear can only do so much to overcome natural unluckiness.
It can only modify the luck you already have, and if it's already a bad level, then,
Yep.
you know, unfortunate.
That's just how it is.
Something they don't tell you, because it's like, if you have a rod of like 200 plus luck, but your baseline luck is negative 1,000, then you're still going to be in the negative luck range.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I just got a plastic bag. I haven't gotten that in a while.
We love the lucky rod giving us a plastic bag.
So true. Doesn't matter how lucky you are, the odds of getting trash are close to zero, but never zero.
Never zero. And that's where your real life unluckiness can slip in. Have you ever heard of a gooch catfish? The gooch catfish is what's on my bounty board now that I've turned in the parrotfish.
Catfish.
I looked through my entire index and I can't find the gooch catfish anywhere.
I think I have caught one once or twice, but the name is also really funny and I refuse to believe it's real.
See, there's another catfish that I think is at the bog, and I've caught that one, but it's a different catfish. It's like the channel catfish or something. If I go...
Also known as the Goonch Camp. Okay, yeah, they are real. Cool.
The gooch catfish! The gooch catfish is real!
The Goonch Catfish is real! Can we get much higher? So high.
What's fun is my camera viewport to see what camera angle I have on stream is actually blocking my view of the fishing minigame. So I am just looking at the fishing minigame through my camera viewport in order to catch these fish.
Oh no.
Oh, and my fishing rod keeps getting stuck on my menu. There we go. Much better. See, I've got all of these fish all over this index, and not one goonch catfish, so I don't even know where I'm supposed to go to find them. How am I supposed to fish these things that I can't even tell if they exist?
Yeah.
They certainly aren't here.
I also love how the percentages are still just wrong.
Yeah,
It's like Crescent Isle, 85% when I've unlocked everything in it.
exactly. It's the same for me. Unless there's like some mysterious red ones that weigh 10,000 kilograms that we can't get until we get the final rod.
True. I also say more than likely they might just not have the fish indexed properly in the beta version. Maybe
You
there's some
know-
fish they're still working out the kinks for.
That's entirely likely. I can't wait for that to not change in the final release.
I was gonna say, like, it makes more sense, but it's also not as fun.
I want to be out here knowing that I caught all the fish.
Exactly. I want to find everything. Isn't that right?
I want to fish everything.
Or what's the name? What's the name of the dad of Finding Nemo? I totally forget.
Marlin?
Marlin. Isn't that right, Marlin?
Was it Marlin or Marvin?
I'm gonna say it's Marlin because Marvin sounds dorky. Hold on, let me see.
He was a dork. But I think it was Marlin.
Finding Nemo. Marlin. Yeah.
Okay, it was Marlin. Wow. My memory isn't totally bad. Which means I might actually retain 1 or 2 memories of fishing before the game wipes.
That is so true. Well, maybe.
If I can remember the name of the dad from Finding Nemo, then I think my memory is so uniquely built different and ultra powerful that I'll be able to retain some of my memories after the black hole wipes everything out.
Shit.
But with my luck, the only memories I'll retain are what the dad's name from Finding Nemo is, and not actually any of my fishing memories.
It's true. You just forget entirely what kind of fish Marlin was. Like, you don't even know he's a clownfish. You just... that just gets wiped.
I just remember... I wake up after the black hole consumes us all and subsumes this beta fishing world into the void. I will wake up, face up, laying on the grass on the starter island, Coconut Bay, and I will have two names in my mind. Marlin. He's Nemo's dad. And I'll have no idea who those people are.
That's it. That's gonna be like the opening to Breath of the Wild, where like you just like wake up in the world for like no idea where you are, but you just know two things.
I can't wait to collect all of the ancient memories scattered across the island in the final version, so I can remember who Marlin and Nemo are.
It's important you get their stories.
Exactly. It's incredibly important. Their stories need to be told.
Exactly. You've been entrusted on a very important quest to spread the word about Marlin and his Nemo.
PMAS, I see your husky is being a pest. That is unfortunate. I'm like, I love dogs, but also they love to just do whatever they think is fun in that moment.
It's almost like a lot of huskies are pests. I don't know what the camera is. Whatever.
It's up there. Though I might move it behind us. You know what? Let's get a different angle. Let's switch it up.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Oh, that's the windmill.
Oh, there. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Popping out there.
There's us. We're fishing.
That's us on God. And I got us.
Hi, camera. I'm gonna have to put my camera down next to me so that it's not, you know, like poking through my hat.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've had it poke through my hat a significant number of times this stream because of me having to have the UI on for the fishing minigame. Alright. I've got a lot less vision now, so I'm gonna have to try to be more precise with my fishing casts. Ooh, that's a good hammerhead shark. He's a...
Camera would it? Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Big man.
That's Hammy's cousin. Hammy is the hammerhead shark I got. He's not nearly as big. Hammy's just an average hammerhead shark.
Oh my god, what?
That is a huge tarpon. This man is significantly larger than me. He is like twice my height. And he's a fish that I caught.
Over twice your height, dude. So I would have wagered like 4 times. Because he went well below the roof.
Chat says I should push you off the roof. Here's the problem. I would phase right through him. VR chat is not interactable.
That is true. One thing you failed to consider.
One thing I failed to consider is that I would, in fact, run myself off of the roof in attempting to move back to the spot where I was just sitting.
Oh my god.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
It wasn't me thrown off the roof, but someone did fall off the roof. Are you happy?
Someone fell off the roof, so you know, you got something. I hope that gives you a little bit of satisfaction. Even if you in fact wanted revenge against furries.
That is very fair. I want revenge against furries too. They've gone too far.
Yeah.
They're a parrotfish.
Dang, you're killing it with the parrotfish. Too bad there aren't several bounties out for parrotfish. The husky pushed someone else off the roof just like my husky. Dang.
My gosh.
Bro, if my... So you say your husky pushed someone off of the roof, and my first thought was that one Christmas movie, The Santa Claus, where they have like an intruder on the roof, and then the dad goes up to see who the intruder is because they think it's a thief, and then it's Santa Claus. He accidentally pushes Santa Claus off the roof and Santa dies. That's what I imagine with your husky.
So true.
Your husky pushed Santa Claus off of the roof, and now because of him, Christmas is not going to happen next year. I'm sorry to inform you.
But it's the Santa Claus. Because the whole point about the Santa Claus is that whoever kills Santa Claus has to take over the position.
That's true.
Your husky is Santa.
Yeah, so you may not see him very much anymore. He's got a lot of responsibility now. He has...
A lot of work to do leading up to Christmas.
He's got more than a 9-to-5. It's a work lifestyle.
Yeah. There's no work-life balance when your life is your work.
Pretty much. Like, how in the world is Santa supposed to have work-life balance? Oh, redfish. I gotta put all of my extreme level focus into fishing this fish right now. It's locking in time. I'm locking in this fish! Dang! That's a huge fish!
Fish.
Damn, boy, he fish!
Damn, boy, that's a fish ass boy.
I do love me some fishing.
Dude.
Fibsh.
Herb.
Now, I just hope I can get enough fish to get a nicer boat. I don't know what the next level of boat is called.
True.
Is it the little yacht?
Little yacht. And it goes pretty fast.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't think I'm gonna get $1 million before Friday.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Alright guys, 24/7 fishing live stream until the release. We're gonna get that luxury speedboat. I'm about to...
Get that luxury speedboat on my fucking Yeezys. We are going to get that. I wonder if there's a way to do like an auto, or like set up a keyboard macro or something. Well, no, but I guess you could really automate the gameplay aspect of it. Not if I like doing some actually involved programming.
ChatGPT, write me a script to automate the fishing minigame in the VR chat map fish.
How sad of a life would you have to lead? Question you ask ChatGPT.
I don't think ChatGPT would have enough information about the VR chat game fish ! In order to write a script for it.
Probably not.
I'm sure you could use some much simpler machine learning algorithms to get some sort of program to detect, just based on what's on your screen, what's happening in the fishing minigame, so it can input like mouse inputs.
Yeah.
But you'd probably have to...
You might not even need to go the machine learning route for that. Realistically, if you're in the same spot every time, and the fishing minigame shows up in the same spot every time, you could just like analyze the color of the pixels to figure out where the bar is, and then just...
Very true.
Accordingly.
I'm going more complicated than it needs to be.
So true. Machine learning is cool, but that is an instance where you probably wouldn't need to do all the effort of like training and running it and shit.
This is why there's a phase in every engineering project, including software engineering projects, where you consider the actual design of the thing before you just go in and make it. The design phase is very important because that's where you get all the stupid ideas out of your system, before you then go to proceed and make stupid mistakes in the code and look up how to fix them on Stack Overflow.
But theoretically, if you make stupid mistakes in the design process, you make less stupid mistakes in the code process.
Hopefully.
In theory.
In theory. Or if you just make in all of the stupid mistakes in the design process early on, then you don't have to make all those stupid design mistakes while you're programming the thing.
That is so true. If you use up all your mistakes in one phase, then you don't have to worry about making mistakes later.
Exactly. You have a limited number of mistakes you can make, and so you just have to exhaust them all in the first part. Then you won't make any mistakes anymore.
Everything else will be fine. I never saying this is a meme, but it actually kind of sounds like some pretty good advice. It's like, you know, make mistakes because that's how you be learning shit. And
It really
eventually
is.
Stop making mistakes because you did them all already.
Oh, this goldfish is flipping out. He's going around town.
Shiny Snoop.
Shiny Snook.
Oh,
Hammerhead.
what do you? Oh,
He's a pretty big hammerhead.
she hammered my head till I shark. You know.
That is so real. I completely understand what you're saying and what you're getting at and your whole vibe.
Cinema.
Cinema?
Oh fuck! I got a red. I got a red.
Oh, it's red time.
It's a feisty motherfucker. It's a feisty little bitch.
That's what I'm talking about. We love a feisty fish.
So true. I wonder if it's a great white. That'd be sick.
Something, plenty of fish in the sea. Some of us like the feisty ones. Sometimes you want to show off the skills that you have trained over years with your rod. You want to show those off with a feisty catch.
Camo
Look at
squid.
that. Camo squid. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. It's so well disguised.
I couldn't even see it. I'm not sure if the audience could see it at all. It was just entirely camouflaged.
Invisible.
My fishing rod just went straight to the docks.
Oh, another red?
Dang. You're getting that luck up.
See? I mean, it is raining. Oh. Celestial whitefin. Only a light 1,000 kilograms. It's fine.
Just 1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I need? I need to go get this rod enchanted, because I just bought this thing, so this is just a plain rod. I have not put any enchantments on this boy. Alright, come back to me, fishing rod. I'm going to do one more cast, and then I'm going to be sailing over to Enchantment Island.
Hell yeah. Do we even have any relics actually at the moment?
I've got a good amount of relics, because I didn't spend that many. Which hopefully means I'll have some good luck. Goldfish,
I have
goldfish.
2 old relic pieces. Cool.
Cool. Another hammerhead shark. Look at that boy. That's a good catch right there.
Look at that man.
That is a sturdy man. This man right here, he's gonna feed my family for 2 weeks.
That's so true.
Assuming we have plenty of sides, because we eat up those fish like nobody's business. We're a fish-eating household. Welcome back, camera. Fish are lit, especially the fish that we catch with the blessed effect. Pardon me while I take over the entire camera with my torso as I attempt to stand up so that I can run over to Enchantment Island. Look at that, look
Yeah,
at that.
you're so good, for real, for real.
For real, for real. I realize the reason the camera looks so close to me is because it's zoomed in. I can just zoom it out.
Oh,
Much better.
these, yeah. How much longer do you think you're gonna be streaming for? Out of curiosity.
Good question. I don't know. How long have I been streaming for? I have to, every time I want to check how long I've been streaming for, I have to open up my overlay. I've been streaming for a couple hours. I usually go for like in the range of 2.5 to 4 hours. That's usually my average time. I'm not at that level yet. I'm at level 66 and we're almost there. So you're going to have to hold off. I'm going to have to ask you to hold off for like 3 more fish catches or something.
Very, very true. Yeah, because I'll probably hop out, have some food, wind down a little bit. I will probably chill in your chat though, straight up on God.
Sick. All right.
Hell yeah.
It's time for me to. I hit the wall again. It's time for me to step slightly to the side. I'm about to go enchant.
And also do that.
My legs are freaking out. You can't.
Can I untie your laces? Hold on. I can't grab your shoelaces.
No, they are physics, but they are not. Yeah. My legs are freaking out right now. They're. Oh, they're back. My camera was, or my controller was freaking out, I guess. That's what was making the legs go all weird. All right, everybody say goodbye to the furry. Goodbye, furry.
I am finally banishing myself to the Shadow Realm.
Get banished to the Shadow Realm. Poof.
Ooh. Oh, no. I'm trying to find the...
Tomb of Decay! See, that's the trick. I didn't actually do the spell at first. That's why he didn't disappear. He was just feeling the psychological pressure of thinking that the spell was about to take effect any second. And then I cast Tome of Decay and he disappears. He dies. He's in the Shadow Realm now, where the furries belong. Anyway. Camp will return for some other stream. Maybe when we get back to Minecraft. I would love to go back to Minecraft. We've got... What's funny is the IRS field trip has been completed. I think the IRS field trip has been, like actually finished and ready to go since December? Maybe even November. It's been enough months that I can't remember. But the thing is, we have not been available. Like, that thing was... Where am I? Hi. Every time I get in the driver's seat, bro, this boat is not having it. Let me move myself into a position that where the boat thinks I'm supposed to be, apparently. Come back to me, overlay. My overlay is flying away from me. Let's go sailing. I'm gonna do the silly camera ultra FOV so that you can tell I'm on a boat. We're out here boating. We are traveling to the Enchantment Island. You see that island over there? That's where we're going. Because I got to get my fishing rod enchanted for some better luck. So that I can get some good catches like camp. Because my catches were not as good as I would want them to be today. Like, I spent all that money. I spent that money on a good fishing rod. You saw how much money. Over the course of this stream, I've earned maybe 80... I already had a decent chunk of change before. So I've earned maybe like 30k over the course of this 2-hour stream or something like that. And that's enough to buy this boat, the dinghy. But that was enough to just get me over the edge to buying the fortunate rod, my Irish-looking fishing rod that exists right here, that I have spawned into existence so that y'all can see it again. Look at that, 4-leaf clover. That's how you know it's a lucky fishing rod. And yet, I was not getting the luck that I need. I need the crazy luck. I need that crazy luck to get the good fish. Hold on. Here's our enchantment table. This is the VR chat fishing enchantment table. It's very important to the game. This is how you gamble. Here's the thing. You see this? It's very hard to show the UI on camera. I'm trying to do this all backwards with this selfie cam of the VR chat camera. Okay, so you got the rods. You can enchant any of the rods you got. I'm enchanting my Irish rod today. So then you got... Bro, the HUD keeps trying to move with me when I'm trying to show it on camera. You're hurting me. You're hurting me here, VR chat. I know it makes it a lot easier to actually use in game, and that's the important thing. But I'm trying to showcase here. I'm trying to show what's going on. So you can enchant this rod with an old relic. Old relics you can sometimes catch instead of fish. Not my favorite things to catch because I love fish. The whole point of this is fishing. But sometimes you'll get these old relics, and they're pretty cool because they let you enchant things. I'm going to move myself up so that you can see the... I need that campfire luck. You're so right. So these relics right here, I have one powerful relic. That's that blue one. That gets you the best odds. So here, let's just do an example. I'm going to take one of my cheap relics, one of the less expensive. I got 27 of those. A good chunk of change in terms of old ancient relics that you can use to enchant fishing rods. That's a good chunk of change right there. If we hit this enchant button, are you sure? Yes. Let it ride. Let it roll. 17 black. We get an enchantment. Now, this enchantment I got is speedy. That's a common enchantment. That's not what I want. But just to show you what's the deal with this beautiful gambling here, let me open up my backpack. Let me move the camera so you can see what the heck is in my backpack. Gear, and if I go to the rod, you can now see, if I zoom in, look at that. Sorry for the shiny diamond in the background, but you can see it is now speedy. Can I... as you can see, I am not a professional live cinematographer. So here we are with the speedy. We got the speedy out here. We got the speedy enchantment. Speedy enchantment. Right here. Right there. That gives us 10% attraction rate, so that means I get fish 10% faster. That's not good enough. Let's look at my previous fishing rod that I was using just before we bought this Lucky Irish fishing rod. This one, I rolled pretty good. I did a good amount of gambles, and my gambling paid off. Gambling pays off, kids. I got the Money Maker. Money Maker, big catch rate, plus 20. So that means I get a lot more big fishies. I've not gotten as many as I would have liked to, but now that we got our luck up, maybe if we get Moneymaker, we'll get more fishes. But the big thing with Moneymaker, and why I kind of want to get it this time, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a rarer enchantment and it might be worth it. But I'm hoping to get Moneymaker because you get 20% of fish value on catch, and that's instant into your bank account. The second you catch a fish, you get a fifth of that fish's value in cash right away, and then you get 100% of the value from selling it. So you're just making more money. You're getting 120% of the value every time you catch a fish. So we're going back to gambling. It kind of zooms now. Right here, we're about to go gambling. Let's roll. See, here's the thing. Most of my relics are just the basic relics, so that means my rolls aren't that great. Powerful, that's lame. That's lame. That gives me plus 10 strength. That means it's a little easier to catch fish. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the big bucks here. So we're gonna roll again. I'm about to pull out some of the bigger guns. I'm not pulling out the big gun yet, because I'm hoping I don't have to. Let's hope not, because I only got one, and I want to use that on the really expensive fishing rod if I can, assuming I'll even make enough money before the black hole wipes us all out in 3 days. But I only have 5 of these. We're going to roll it. I'm betting big. I'm betting big here. Give me the money. 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 It was right there. you see that? I spent a good, hearty, hard-earned, full relic, not a relic piece, full relic, and I got a common. This is why gambling sucks. Never gamble. The house always has the edge. The house is edging. Let it ride. Let it ride. Oh, that's a rare one. Okay. We're gonna have to look at this. Because here's the thing. The thing I'm looking for most is money. Which is why I was hoping for, goodness, my VR headset is not the most stable. I keep having to adjust it so it doesn't just fall off of my face. Or like bunch all my hair up. Always gamble. 99% of gamblers quit before they hit big. That is true. That is facts. 100% facts. Always gamble because you can win big. All right, let's pull up that rod. Light speed reels. You see that? Attraction rate plus 40%. I'm going to get fish 40% faster. Is that worth it? I don't... Technically, this is a higher level enchantment than the moneymaker. But, like, what's the point of gambling if it's not for making money? Can you combine rods? Unfortunately, no. You just got a bunch of pre-made rods by the elite fishing rod makers. You see, they have a monopoly on making fishing rods. If I were to go out and make a fishing rod, the government would come and confiscate it. Only the fishing rod makers can make fishing rods. And they've created an illegal monopoly off of it, but they've bribed the whole government, so I can't combine any of these fishing rods or like steal my enchantments from one to the other. That's just ancient enchantment gambling rules, unfortunately. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna do some fishing. Hi there, boat. It sounded like the boat was about to deflate. I was a little worried there. Here, let's get a good view of the fishing. Let's see, where's my camera's right here. So if I go here, then we get a good view while I'm fishing. Beautiful. Let's see. Give me that rod. It's a little bit big. It's a little bit of a large fishing rod. Now let me lift up my headset and see that I'm about to smack something. And then I will turn so that I can, in fact, not hit something. Like, I would greatly prefer to not smash anything while I'm trying to fish in VR. Here we go. Let's see how fast this rod really is. How fast does this rod even catch anything? Do I have my UI on? Yeah, I got my UI on. So you could see that little exclamation point. That still took a little bit, you know? That's still, like, that, it said it was like the ultra speedy of all time enchantment, but like, I still had to wait a few seconds before I caught that fish. See, it splashed a second ago. I mean, it's decently fast. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if that makes up for I'm not sure if that makes up for like the extra 20% cash you get on each fish. I don't know if you're catching like, I don't know if you're catching 6 fish for every 5 the person with Moneymaker rod has. Also with Moneymaker, you get that money immediately, and that's what gambling is all about. That's a lie. Gambling's about delayed gratification, question mark? I'm really enjoying looking at the camera while fishing. Because I can see when I look at the camera, I can see what's in the camera. Camera's got a nice little preview window there. Very handy, very handy. But that, because I have the UI turned on so you guys can see the fishing minigame, that means I can see the fishing minigame in the camera. And so I don't even need to look while I'm fishing. That's how pro fisherman I am right now. The only thing is then you see my VR HUD and the camera HUD whenever I look away. You know, one thing I didn't actually mention about streaming on Windows versus Linux is all of the programs that I don't have running. Let me see. And one of those is my program that I usually have running that gives me a little notification sound whenever a chat message plays. So now I have to rewire my brain to not listen for the little ding sound effect that is dopamine inducing, because it's a good little ding sound effect. That announces when I have a chat message. Now I have to remember to look myself. Smack that. We're smacking those fishes with these very lucky Irish rods. And the fishes love it. Look at that. That's a good cast right there. I don't gotta be so... My fishing rod was just flying around for a second. That's the beautiful tracking you get with Windows Mixed Reality. Don't buy Windows Mixed Reality. It's dead. But yeah, one of the things that is making me cry on Windows with trying to move all my setup for streaming is I managed to move plenty for OBS. I've moved just about all of my stuff from OBS. Like, I got my plugins over here. I got my overlay. I even have Warudo, though I don't have... Sorry, fishing is taking my attention. Fishing is a very intensive thing. You got to have your full attention on it. Full focus. It was a terrible cast. But yeah, I've got... That didn't happen. Don't worry, my limbs just kind of fly out on their own sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's a medical condition. It's not that important. The doctor's got it. The doctor's got it down. But I've got my stuff pretty much set on OBS. Like, I've even got like some of the little details, like on the Minecraft stream starting screen. I've got those little audio bars bouncing up and down in the corner of the vending machine or the claw machine window. That goes up and down to the tune of the music or like whatever the frequencies are. I got the plugin for that and I tested and that's all working on Windows, even though I'm never going to do a Minecraft stream on Windows. It's okay. I mean, that's more of like it doesn't actually have... Is that a seahorse? Static seahorse. Hold on, you guys got to see this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy that I just caught. That's a fancy looking seahorse. He's dancing. He's animated. He's like a neon sign. He's like one of those store open signs flashing on and off. But like the store open signs when they got like a little animation and it's got like the O lights up, then the P lights up, then the E, then the N, and then it does like a little circle and then it does some little fancy thing before repeating the animation. That's a good seahorse right there. Dang, Husky's losing his mind. I hope you can get that guy under control. It can be rough when dogs are acting up, especially big dogs. Personally, I'm a small dog person because they're easier to handle when they act up. But what kills me is that small dogs are very often really loud. And like, I love to do audio work. And audio work is significantly harder when there is another party inside of the house who is yelling at the top of his lungs because someone is walking down the street. What the heck is that? Is this an albino giant sunfish? This thing is huge. This thing is huge. You can... It's kind of hard to get a grasp of just how big this thing is from the camera perspective, but like this guy right here, he's like twice my height. It's kind of difficult to tell because of the perspective, but that's a big fish. I don't remember what I was saying. I was talking about Windows, all my stream stuff. I do have Warudo on Windows. I actually tested it on Windows to see redfish, to see how it was supposed to work when I was testing it on Linux versus Windows. Because some stuff does work and some stuff doesn't. Like the integrated media pipe stuff. That's a good giant squid. That's a good giant squid. Carlos has got a new cousin. I haven't introduced you guys to Carlos. I'll introduce you guys to Carlos after I finish my spiel. But yeah, I was testing I was testing Warudo on both Windows and Linux to be like, all right, how's this supposed to work? Like the integrated tracking, the integrated webcam tracking, like media pipe and such, that doesn't work on Linux because there's some weird stuff with how webcams work and Proton, and Warudo is not a native Linux program, so you got to run it through Proton. Got to run it through the compatibility layer, and webcams are weird with it, so the integrated tracking doesn't work all that great. So I'm using like XR Animator, which I've also tested on Windows, because that XR Animator actually works across multiple platforms, which is great because then I can just have the same setup that's ready to go on multiple systems, instead of having a media pipe setup on Windows versus the XR Animator setup on Linux, blah, 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 blah. What's funny is there's also a program called Sammy that has a lot of cool integrations with streaming stuff. I haven't done all that much with it. The only thing I've done is that one Cyberpunk meme redeem. That's pretty fun. Funny enough, that is only designed for Windows, but I don't have it set up on Windows. I've only used it on Linux through Wine, which it is not officially supported, but it works. So, but I have none of that set up right now. So that's why like half of my channel point redeems are disabled right now because they just don't work. Like the head pat, the chop, those are specific to Warudo, which I'm not using while I'm in VR because, you know, and I haven't figured out a way to make those work with my VR chat avatar. I haven't done Twitch integration with my VR chat avatar. That sounds like a lot of work. Maybe I'll figure it out one day, but that's it. Hey, yo, guess who's first? Congratulations, PMAS, you are first. I salute you. Keeping on the tradition of being first on the internet, it's very important. And you are carrying that torch right now. Much love. What do you use for tracking all your arms and hands and legs? So, I just realized there's a fish waiting for me. This fish has been waiting for me. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Fish. Right now, my VR setup is just head and hands tracking. It's just the HP Reverb G2 and controllers. And then I have Haratora full body tracking, which is like IMU trackers. But it never worked. For every time I've used it, it has sucked. I've seen plenty of people who have been able to use it well, so I think I may just be in a bad... Maybe the two places where I've had a VR setup have just been bad for it. Maybe there's some strong magnetic field that has cursed the air of the two basements in which I have set up my VR. But it just never worked, so I'm a 3-point track little bro. 3-point tracking little bro when it comes to VR. When it comes to my VTuber for arms and hand tracking, I use XR Animator. It's basically a webcam tracking program. It uses like machine learning, blah blah blah, to track your expressions, your head movement, and it can also track arm and hand movement. It's basically a fancy wrapper around MediaPipe, which is Google's, I guess you could say, facial recognition, but it's like whole body recognition. So like you can even do full body tracking from your webcam with XR Animator, which is pretty cool. Warudo, which is my VTuber program, actually has built-in MediaPipe tracking, which I think works a little bit better than XR Animator for my general use case of just head and hands most of the time. However, the built-in MediaPipe does not work on Linux, so XR Animator it is, and maybe I'll make use of some of those fancy full-body tracking features someday. They have a lot of cool showcases of people like using the tracking for having their VTuber like play a guitar or some drums like live on stream, and it just comes out fully animated even though there's a guitar and drums in the way. It can still track all of it. It's crazy. It's really cool. I'm not good enough at an instrument to do all that. Maybe I could do piano one day. I'm okay at piano. I could do a little bit of performance. Let's go fishing. Ignore that. My arm was going crazy. I mean, this rod is noticeably faster. But I'm going to bring back my rod that isn't the fast one, because I need to get a feel. I'm not sure if how much faster it is actually worth it. Trying to remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the 4 channel point redeems that are off for this stream, like Headpad and Chop, those are Warudo specific. Those are just, I have those built into the VTuber program, so I haven't brought them into VR chat, so I'm just going to turn those off whenever I do VR chat streams, unless I learn how to integrate them. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Until then, no. The Cyberpunk redeem, that's reliant on Sammy, which is very cool streaming software. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up on my Windows side. I have only set that up on Linux. Ironic, because it is a Windows program that does not support Linux. But it works. It works through Wine, and it managed to connect to my OBS. So I have gotten it working. But that's off because I haven't set it up. I suppose you could say the same for the Headpad and Chop, because those are... I could set those up. I think there is a possibility. I've never seen it, but I am sure there is a possibility of like getting Twitch APIs and having something happen on a VR chat model. But also then I could never switch my avatar. So I'd still have to be careful with it. What was the other one I disabled? Tracking and points. We love tracking and points. Now let me see. Honestly, I don't think the one rod that's faster is really worth it. All right. I do like the funny zoomed out cam, but I'm going to have it zoomed in a little bit so that I'm not like completely distorted every time I turn to the side. It's nice to have me looking a little bit more normal when I face perpendicular so that I can cast my fishing rod and fish in this fishing VR chat world. Almost just tripped on a box. Let me see. While I'm fishing, let me see if I can view my overlay so I can see what my channel point redeems are that I have disabled. it doesn't show them. I'd have to go to the actual page. You know. That's just how it is sometimes. Honestly, even if the faster fishing was that much faster, I think the fact that I am not the most attentive of fishermen kind of negates any bonus I would get from it. So unless I was like locked in fishing, if I was locked in fishing, maybe it would be equal. Maybe it would even be a little bit more money with the faster fishing rod. But I think I'm gonna have to gamble, guys. I think we're gonna have to go back to the gambling machine. Actually, I also wonder, look at me just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. If I go to my channel points page, I can probably figure out what the heck the other channel point reward is that I cannot remember for the life of me. Look at this. While we're just sitting here, I'll even make it all cinematic. Look at that focus. Beautiful. The background is all blurred. Magnificent. Cinematic. You can cinematically watch me look at the side to my VR overlay while I figure out which ones I disabled. Chop, head pat, the bees. The bees is also a Warudo one. So that's why that's disabled. Sorry, no bees today. You can posture check me, but I don't know what that's going to do when I'm standing. I'm standing up straight, like a good fisherman does. Now, let's see. It's enchanting time. It is gambling time. It is gambling time, my men. Let me... What's a good gambling... What's a good view of the gambling I can get? Anchor you to the world. Oh, you can see that I appear to be floating. I am in fact floating because I am very short. Who's ready to gamble? Let me move the... Hi. How are you doing? Sorry for blocking the entire camera. I'm trying to move around. Hold on, can I turn off the UI and still see? Yeah, okay. So we'll get rid of the UI for this. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. That's been me this entire time so far. Alright. Now I might... Let's see if I can fly my camera. Ooh, that's much better. There you go. Now you can see the whole gambling setup. And me. I also exist alongside the gambling setup. Let's go gambling. My overlay is in the way of the gambling. We can't have that. You can't have any interruptions when you're gambling. Whenever you're gambling, gambling should be the top priority in your life. It needs to have all of your attention. Now let's go gambling. We're going to start small. For good luck, we're going to start small so that if we get lucky and win big with small, then we have even bigger chances to win big with the big tokens, the other relics. But we're going to start out with some relic pieces. All right, Fortune Rod, give me something good, give me something good, give me something good. Daywalker. Okay, I think I know what this one is. Let's open up the backpack. Can you read that? Can you all read that? See, there's a lot of stuff in the way. I guess that's good enough. Daywalker gives you a whole bunch of luck during the day. Here's the thing, it's nighttime, but also that would mean I get like 210 luck during the day. That's pretty good. I almost feel like I could use the luck stat given my naturally low luck But I want that money. We're rolling for the big bucks. Let it ride. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This enchantment is entirely useless. Expert, all that does is give you more experience per fish catch. You know what level I am? I am... Hold on. I don't have my UI, so you can't see it. Let me get this out of the way. You know what level I am? I'm an expert fisherman. Do I have to face this way for it to show up on camera? I am level 6-7. I am the craziest fisherman known to man. I know how to fish. I don't need the extra experience. I'm gonna be level 69 pretty soon. Like, I'm already cracked. Let it ride. Roll again. Roll those dice. We already got this one. This is just a less lucky Daywalker. That's like 10 luck. Daywalker is like 50 luck whenever it's daytime. Let it ride! Big catch boost. I feel like this is going to be like plus 10 big catch. Plus 10 big catch rate. That's not enough. That's not enough. We need to go big or go home. I'm about to spend all of my relics and go home. My apologies. I briefly had to take my head off because my hair was getting tangled. What did I get? Anybody see what I got? Let's see. Let's open up the backpack. Did I get big catch boost again? Bro. 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 No good. Daywalker for the second time. No. This is no good. We need the money. We need to make the money. Mr. Krabs, what made you keep re-rolling your enchantments at the VR chat fishing enchantment table? Money. Money. Mouth-watering? That's a rare achievement. I have no idea what that is. You ready? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Also, my right ear is no longer producing sound. I guess I'm just going to have to wait for it to start raining so that I have a constant source of sound in both ears so that I can adjust it. This just happens. It's like... And this is frustrating because this is a premium VR headset. This was multiple hundreds of dollars. One of the ears has like that. The right ear specifically has that finicky issue where it just doesn't produce sound unless you get the wire in just the right spot. So I have to keep adjusting it until it's happy. Let's find out what mouth-watering does. That's pretty good. It's a little bit faster, and you get some much bigger fish. Look, big catch rate plus 30, attraction rate plus 25. Now, here's the thing. The attraction rate, that's not really that helpful for me. Because I'm not on top of my game. However, I gotta check on my frog. Come with me. We gotta check on the frog. How's the frog doing? The gambling can wait. Usually gambling should never wait, but the one thing that's more important than gambling is pet frogs. Specifically frogs. Okay. Apologies for taking up the entire camera. There we go. He's in the water now. There he is. He's a very good boy. Get out of my backpack. He's full! He's caught 15 fish! Alright, time to jump in the water. I can't, because I can't reach him from here. Like, I know he looks like he's right there, but in fact, I cannot reach him. He is very far below me. Alright. I'm underwater. Thankfully, I did not drown by being underwater for 1.5 seconds. He caught a good amount of things. I'm proud of my little frog. Now, I would like to... Wow, I am... Let me move the camera backwards so that my hat does not take up the entire screen the second I turn around. Got some upgrade points. Look at that. His catch speed is maxed out. You can't even see that. That man's catch speed is maxed out. 200 seconds per catch. Now I can focus on upgrading weight and luck and stuff. I might have to upgrade max capacity because I'm not very attentive to my poor pet frog. At the very least, he's well fed because he can catch fish on his own. That's a good pet frog. The way that you know if your pet frog is a good pet frog that you have raised well is if he can catch fish on his own. Alright, it's time to get back to gambling. Now I gotta get the camera back to wherever it was for gambling time. This seems like where the camera was for gambling time. Alright, you... That's a good enough. That is a good enough angle. You stay right there, Mr. Camera. While I set the anchor to world so that you stop moving. And let's go gambling. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Well, there's always next time. I'm gonna move this down a little bit so that you can actually see my face instead of me poking up at the camera like this because I put the camera like above my head. Like, it doesn't matter how short my avatar is. If I keep putting the camera above my head, I'm always gonna be looking in the camera like this. That's just how it is. That's just the laws of physics and cameras. I'm now aware of which direction I'm facing in real life. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Ah, dang it. Let's go gambling! Wait for it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Bro, I've spent like half of my relic pieces already. Oh, dang it. Fellas, I don't know if I'm too lucky in the gambling department. I'm Fog Dweller. It's foggy like 5% of the time in this game. A luck boost during fog is not that great of an enchantment. Especially compared to something like Day Dweller. Aw, dang it. Fellas, I might be spending all of my relics here. Power Grip? Who the heck is Power Grip? Can y'all see that? Y'all can kind of see that. Let me open it up over here. There you go. Now you can see that. What the heck is going on here? Power Grip. Plus 15 strength and plus 15 expertise. So it'll be a little easier to catch fish. And I get a little more experience. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for money. We're looking for the big bucks. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. You know what? You know what? You know what I've realized? Over here, this is where you're getting like the this is where I'm completely in shadow. You know what we need to do? We need to move to the other side where I'm in the light. I think that'll give us better gambling luck. So let's move over here. Let's move at an appropriate distance from the gambling table so that you can see what's happening on the gambling table. Let's see, is this a good... That's a good spot. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful work. Alright. Stay right there. Don't move, please. This is very important. If you move around while you're gambling, you risk messing up your luck because your luck is actually positional. And that's why I switched my position just now. That is why I'm over here where the sun is shining on my face. Let's go gambling. How many? I've only got 8 relic pieces right now. This is looking rough, boys. I don't know if I'm going to be money making today. Money, 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 money! Do I even need to say it? Aw, dang it. I'm gonna go fix up my tangled headset wire for a second. That's close enough to fixed up. There we go. This is the direction I want to face. Let's figure out how I get back on camera normally. There we go. Perfect. Let's not the let's go gambling clip. You know what? You're right. I just have to keep gambling. If I keep gambling, I'm gonna get it. Here we go. Not predicting the uncommon or common. Nah. We gotta head straight to the top. We gotta get that rare or ultra rare. Here we go. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. PMAS, you jinxed it. You said I was going to get a common or uncommon, and now I'm getting an uncommon. I got to get something a little better than that. I got to get one of the yellow ones. The epic ones. Moneymaker. All-rounder? Okay, this could be good. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Y'all cannot read that. There you go. Let's see. What is all-rounder? Plus 10 luck, plus 10 strength, plus 10 expertise, plus 10 attraction rate, plus 10 big catch rate, and plus 100 kilograms. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh. But is it gonna make us money? Is it gonna make us the big bucks? That's a pretty good enchantment. I appreciate the apology, PMAS. It did give me a pretty good one, but now I'm in a dilemma because it wasn't the one that I was looking for, and so now I'm desperately torn about whether I keep this enchantment or if I gamble my life savings away at the chance of getting the Moneymaker enchantment. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You can only help once? No. What do I do? Oh. Oh. Guys, I'm struggling here. Guys. I don't know. I don't know if my heart can take this. All this uncertainty, the uncertain chances, not knowing whether I'm gonna roll it big or if I'm gonna take this bet and come back with nothing. If I'm gonna come back with a faulty rod. I don't know, guys. Well, it's not like it won't all go away. Well, I suppose if I keep rolling enchantment, it'll still have an enchantment on it. But, like, I could bet it all trying to get Moneymaker and then come back with a plus 10 attraction rate and nothing else. When I could have this if I stick with it. That's the problem with gambling. That's the problem with gambling. I can't keep this up, guys. Guys. I have a secret. Look, I talk a big game when it comes to gambling, but I'm not a gambler. I freak out at the auction house in Spiral Nights because all the rich people keep bidding against me, and then I can't get the fancy little costumes. The fancy little costume, it's like, oh, this is 24 in-game currency. You can get that by like defeating 2 enemies. And then all the rich people come in, and they're like, nah, you're bidding too low. 7,000. 20,000. You're gonna have to go grind an hour if you want to go buy that. I can't take it anymore, guys. Go big or go home. Well, I can't go home after we've gone this far. Little ride! Oh, I can't look. Guys, you're gonna have to look for me. That's painful. You have no idea how painful this is. This enchantment table has just rolled has just rolled like a 5d6 psychic damage against my brain. It's tricking me into gambling. I'm gonna be the first fishing rod enchanting fishillionaire. If I get some better luck than this. Oh. Bro, I'm getting lightheaded from all this gambling. I'm gonna have to sit down. Demon Hunter. The heck is Demon Hunter? Hold on. I have to see if this is any good. Alright, y'all can see it now. Strength plus 10. 15% chance to convert fish to cursed. So this ultra rare... Come back to me, Arm. You good now? I think he's done. I think he's done doing his little thing. So this rare achievement that I've spent my life savings on, it gives me a 15% chance. What is that in fractional numbers? I don't speak percentages. What's that? 3/20ths. 3 out of 20 fish that I catch, in theory, will be cursed. Thank you for the fractional value. 3 out of 20 fish that I catch will be cursed. Is that worth it? I think we're gonna have to start spending bigger. I only have 3 of these guys. I don't have very much of these to spend. Fingers crossed. I would do fingers crossed with my little guy, but the closest I can do to fingers crossed is a peace sign. Let's go gambling. That one just gives you XP. I don't even care about XP. Let's go gambling. Very cool. I spent one of my expensive and rare relics to get a common enchantment. Useless. I apologize for the jump. I have accidentally pressed my jump button out of anger. Pure unbridled gambling rage. Boys, I think we won it big. That's an epic enchant right there. That's what I've been waiting for the whole time. It was worth it, guys. Spend your life savings on gambling. Let's find out what it does. I don't actually know what this one does. It isn't Moneymaker, but it's an epic enchant. So in theory, it's on the same level. Oh. Plus 100 luck. Big catch rate of plus 10. You know, it may not be the 20% immediate money, but that's pretty dang good. That's by default 260 luck. I think we did it, boys. That's pretty good. It may not be the achievement called Moneymaker. I just realized that the camera isn't following me. My apologies. I just ran away in excitement. It may not be the achievement that I was looking for that is literally called Moneymaker. But I think this achievement is still gonna... This enchantment is still gonna be a pretty big moneymaker. I think gambling paid off. Gamble your life savings away. I think we've all seen today that pays off. All right, now follow me this time. You can come with me. You don't have to stand here anymore. I give you permission. It's my... I don't need the... I'm like completely in the dark because it is nighttime right now. It's okay. If I look at the moon, you can kind of see my face. Thank you for the well wishes. Thanks for telling me to keep gambling. All of you enablers out there, you made this possible. Now let's get a change of scenery. I'm sick of this enchanting table. Hold on. That's the driver's seat, and I'm standing up right now. I gotta go sit in my real life chair if I want to get in the driver's seat. Let me sit down. Be humble. Despite my big winnings, I'm still but a humble man. Sorry for being blurry in the corner right now. I need to bring the camera back. I'll bring the camera back once I get in the driver's seat. Where's my camera? Here we go. I appear to have gotten in my chair at the wrong angle. So now I'm perpendicular. Let me try this again. I will say this driver's seat, every time I get in the driver's seat, it just throws me just somewhere random. Like it could. I'm sure if it wanted to, the driver's seat could put me in a normal place. Oh my goodness, every time I press one of the buttons to make the camera, to select one of the camera options, it just, it moves the boat because the trigger moves the boat. Vroom vroom. Okay, well, you know what? Now that I've got sound, apologies if adjusting my headset is making a bunch of noise on the microphone, but I would like to hear out of my right ear. You know, sometimes you've just got those wired earbuds, and they're a little bit old, or they've gotten a little bit banged up over the week you've had them, and so one of the wires is a little bit finicky, and you just gotta fiddle with it until you hit that right spot where the wires reconnect and you can hear again. Let's go, boys. I can hear out of my right ear now. Now let's get sailing. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. I'm ashamed to admit, I won't say never, but I didn't really know of that song until like this past week, or like maybe a week or so ago, when I found a Minecraft parody of it. Fun fact, the guys who did the absolute classic cover of Four Non Blonde's What's Up, called Hey Yeah Yeah Yeah, they're with the He-Man music video. Those guys, they're called Slack Circus. And they've done some music since, and we are now underwater. And one of those songs is a Minecraft parody of Sailing by Christopher Cross. And it's beautiful. It's actually like really precious and wholesome. It's about like a dad and his daughter connecting over Minecraft, and I'm like, wow, the animated music video is wonderful. You should go look it up if you haven't. Slack Circus Mining. Go look it up. It's legitimately so beautiful and wholesome. I'm selling my fish right now. Don't worry about it. And so that was actually how I discovered the song Sailing by Christopher Cross. It's a gorgeous song. It was one of the big hits of the 80s in terms of like soft rock, but like it is not a song that I really heard growing up. Like, sure, maybe I don't doubt I've maybe heard it once or twice throughout my life, but it wasn't a song that like I heard it and I was like, oh yeah, that song. No, it just seemed like a new song to me. Like, I wouldn't have even known that it was a Minecraft parody and not an original cover if they hadn't have mentioned it. Like, that level of not knowing. Okay, I've sold my fish. I'm just jumping across the rooftops right now. You know, I'm curious. How long have I been streaming? About 3 hours. Dang. We're all about that fishing. Well, you know what I want to do? I did not want to do that. I want to get myself a little bit more of a low FOV look. Look at that. That's a little bit closer to how my VTuber model is. It has a lot lower of a FOV. So whenever... Oh, geez. It is raining, and so my face has turned pitch black. Let me... Give me a second. Give me a second. Guys, I'm so normal, I swear. There we go. Wow. I like having a lower FOV. Makes my VR chat model look a lot closer to how my VTuber version of the same model renders, because I use a lot lower of a FOV for the camera of that. It makes it look a little bit flatter, a little bit less 3D, because like you got a higher FOV, everything like pops and looks extra rounded, which is great when you want to see like everything around you, because higher field of view basically means you can see more things to the side of you. It's kind of how the rendering works. And it's great for that. It is not great when what you're trying to do is look nice. Generally, when you're excuse me, you just walk right through me? Rude. Like when you're doing like a portrait photo or something, generally I think lower FOV looks better. Kind of flattens things out. Yeah, so instead of making your face look like super distorted and narrow with a very high FOV, with a very low FOV, it would look a lot more full and rounded, for instance. Great for my little guy. And also kind of great for 3D VTubers if you want to get more of a 2D vibe from them. Because it flattens things out a lot more, it tends to look a lot more similar to how 2D models are with... You doing okay there, Sonika? She's just running around. Don't mind her. She's great. She's just running around. Anyway, I'm yapping. Zoom. Hold on. You guys gotta see this. It's too late. As soon as I pressed the trigger, she no longer had her tip saying zoom. All right. We need to get some more tips before we go to another island to fish. All right, bye PMAS. Thank you for tuning in. It was good to have you. I will have a good rest of my fishing evening. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good and restful night. Let's get one last tip from Sonika before I go to my last island of the day for fishing. I do have some nice info, actually. Did you know some fishes actually use rocks to open shellfish? That's crazy. I, in fact, did not know that. Give us another tip. They say Crescent Volcano erupts every year, but it's been 2 years and nothing has happened yet. We must be fine. I'm sure. I'm sure everything is going to be just fine. And that volcano behind me is certainly not going to erupt anytime soon, because it's been dormant for longer than usual. In unrelated news, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to take the boat and drive off somewhere. Bro, every single time I get in the driver's seat, this boat's like, I'm just going to place your head somewhere completely far away. All right, let's go sailing. You know what? I think I may have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I am in fact driving through the docks. I was like, I'm going to make the FOV real high so that it looks like the boat is going extra fast. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you make your boat look more impressive than it actually is. This is only a 30K boat. I've got 30K on me right now. I would show you, but it's not appearing on my HUD. Wait, if I slow down, it comes back, and you can't actually see it because, in fact, unfortunately, I don't have UI turned on. And that's fair, because if I did have UI turned on, all you would probably see is the back of my camera UI that allows me to see what the heck I'm doing. I can also look at my wrist. On my wrist, I have my OBS set up, which is how I read chat. That's why I bring my hand up to my face every time I want to look at what messages y'all are sending. All right, here we go. We're going to the swamp. You see that over there? That is the swamp. We are on our way. I am ready to do a little bit of swamp fishing. Although, to be honest, while I do love the swamp, the swamp right here, pretty cool. How did I... Ah, so that's my sad face. Interesting. Anyway, that is also how while I love the swamp, this tower over here looks pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I think you just catch normal ocean fish there. I don't think there's actually anything, like, particularly unique or useful over there. Maybe in the final release. That's why I will be more than likely back on Friday to continue streaming VR chat fishing, but with the full release instead of the beta. All right, let's dock right here. Don't mind me. Just pulling up to the dock. Look at that. Perfect. I'm a great boat dock parker. There we go. Wonderful. Now I am in fact sitting in real life and I don't feel like getting up, so I'm gonna trigger my sitting animation. Also, I should set my zoom levels back to a little bit more normal. Wow. Come along with me. We're leaving the boat behind. This boat, he's gonna stay right here. I just opened my backpack because I was holding my thumb up. We're leaving this guy behind for today. This is our last stop. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing. Hopefully I'll catch an alligator or two. Maybe it'll even be like a spooky cursed alligator. Something like that. Oh, I have fallen in the water. It's okay. The screen will just momentarily turn blue. Don't worry about it. I seem to be lost in the grass. This is because I am in fact very short. Now let me get over here. Ooh, is that scraps? Hey, yo, check it out. We got some scraps. That is my desk. Beautiful. So we do have over here, I love this. There's one thing that I really love. I'm going to have to really move the camera as far away from me as possible in order to kind of get this on camera with this FOV. Look at those lights. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. This is a gorgeous place to fish. To be real. Honestly. For real. In fact, I think I'm going to have my camera sit here so you can keep this gorgeous view while I fish. Now let's get fishing. I'm hoping to catch an alligator before I call it quits today. I haven't gotten an alligator because this is where you catch alligators. You don't catch alligators at the other places that I have been fishing. I should probably also turn the UI back on so you can actually see the fishing minigame. No! Let me move that out of the way. Okay. Now my fishing rod appears to be in the way. So I will just hold my fishing rod down, I suppose. Or actually, I will fish with my left hand for now. And then the fishing rod isn't in the way, but you can still see the fishing line. Look at that. Now that is thinking with your brain. We got ourselves a frog. Check out that frog. That's a pretty good frog. You see that? That's a pretty good frog. Not a tiny frog, not a big frog, just a pretty relatively normal frog. I do love how the lights look at night. That's pretty. You just have these beautiful sparkling lights. I think they look best at sunset, in my opinion. Partially because sunset is just really pretty. I got a bowfin. Just a normal size bowfin. I mean, I have a bias towards sunset you know, fair enough. I think it's totally reasonable to have a bias towards sunset. The colors are really pretty. And also the yellow matches really nicely with the orange and purple hues of the sunset and sunrise sky. Holographic huge bluegill sunfish. Dude. This fish is gay. It says bluegill, but like, this is a rainbow fish if I've ever seen one. You ever read that book, Rainbow Fish? This is what they're talking about. Reading rainbow fish. It's not an alligator though, so we gotta keep on fishing. Either way, this is a really cool detail that I didn't expect for the swamps. Redfish! Ooh, that's what I've been waiting for. I haven't gotten a redfish like all day. This is why we got our luck up in the first place. So we could get these red catches. Oh, I gotta really focus. He's going around. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna lose him. Oh, he's jumping. He's jumping. He's jumping. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Just stay in there. Just stay in the little white line. I'm focusing so hard my vision's going blurry. The white bar is starting to glow. My hand is starting to cramp up. Abyssal serpentfish! We did it, boys. Camp caught like 3 of these today. I've caught 1 so far. And I've spent longer fishing than him today. Jeez. What's the deal? What is the deal? Not an alligator though, so we gotta keep on fishing. Let's keep it up. We love fishing. This is a blue, so there's no way this is gonna be alligator. Ooh, you know what? The lights look very pretty in the nighttime fog. You just got like these nice glowing sparklies. Like they're normally pretty yellow, but like you get like this nice bright white glow with a yellow halo around it in the midst of the blue. I think that's a really nice contrast. I also think I need to turn down the exposure. Turn up the exposure. Silly me. So that you can actually see what the heck is happening in this dark nighttime scene. That's a pretty normal looking fish. That's just a normal fish. He's good though. We love our normal catches too. Even if the big catches are the ones we're hyping up and getting excited about, you got to appreciate all the little things too. That's where a real love of fishing comes from. Got another frog? It's just another normal frog. Ooh, hold on. I can do a better cast than that. There we go. That's much better. Beautiful. Oh, it's another big boy. Okay, this one's not moving as much. He's a lot easier to deal with. I don't know what was up with that one abyssal serpentfish. And this is a bigger abyssal serpentfish. Why was that last one so hard to catch? Look at this man, he's huge. That's pretty sick. I'm catching up. Camp, I'm catching up to you. You and your crazy amounts of abyssal serpentfish. I'm becoming a fishing legend. Ooh, a gold one. Now, in this place, the bog, an alligator is one of the gold ones, so we might... American alligator. There he is. There's the big boy. You can only see his belly. I'm having a hard... Let me see. If I go this way, he is still facing that direction. I'm not really turning him around very well. Well, we got him. We got him, boys. We got him. That means I can bring the camera back to me. Come back to me, camera, and I can turn off the UI. That will probably put an end to our fishing adventures for now. For today. It's been a good fishing journey. Let's find a nice... I'm gonna find a nice area. Well, first, let's sell our fish and see how much money we got. We still have not got the goonch catfish. For real. What? Hold on. The camera's not moving with the thing. What is a goonch? That's my desk. I'm not facing the direction I thought I was. That's VR for you. What is this? What is this fish? What is this fake fish? The goonch catfish. Did they make that up? Is that even in the game? I've been all around the islands in this game and I've not seen this fish once. Not once. Anyway. Let's sell our fish. Let's do one last round of selling fish before we call it a night. Hey, Petey. We're selling our fish. There we are. Here, come up with me. Check it out. We got our... They still use Windows XP over here. Still getting the security updates from Microsoft. Not that they need it, because, like, they barely use the internet over here. 7,000 fish. 7,000 fish. $7,000 just from these fish. And these are only the fish that we caught on this island just now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. I think the gambling paid off. I think that rod, with that crazy luck, might just be my saving grace. Because it makes up for my natural bad luck, I suppose. Anyway, let me find... I want to find a nice spot to end stream on. I don't want to end stream just anywhere. Got to get a nice view. I have fallen into... I have not fallen into the water this time. Wow. Very good. Ooh, this is good. This is good. I like this. You get a nice view of, like, the wooden structures around here. You can see the girl who runs the shop where I got the Darkwood fishing rod. She's got a Shadow the Hedgehog looking haircut. Pretty sick. She's cool because she sells fishing rods, but she called me a loser, so I don't think she knows what that means. I don't think she's very intuitive. I don't think she's very good at getting a sense of people, because clearly I'm an amazing fisherman. Got level 68. I would show you on my wrist, but I turned off the UI and I don't feel like turning it back on. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on my fishing adventure. Did you see that? Did you see that? Bro, a ghost just ran past me. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery. There is a little headless ghost running around. It doesn't say anything, though. You just say, ah, a ghost. That's your only dialogue option. And then it either says nothing or it says, like, boo. It's kind of funny. I am interested to see if they do more with that during the full release. But either way, thank you for joining me on my fishing adventure. Come back Friday for more fishing, but the full release. So I'll probably be catching more mundane fish because I'll be starting from square one. You know. I will enjoy it, though. So I hope you come back for that. And I hope you enjoy the potentially chill vibes. It may be chill vibes, or it may be nonstop yapping, because apparently I seem to yap better when I'm in VR, or it could be just because I had a lot of stuff to talk about, because This is my first stream on Windows in a while, so I had a lot of Windows Linux conversion compatibility blah 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 problems to yap nonstop about. So who knows? Who knows? I hope you'll come and find out with me on Friday. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. Have yourselves a very good night. Take care.